Good evening, and welcome to Thursday premiere night at All In Pickleball in Byron Center, Michigan. My name is Lori Mann, and this is my partner cohort, Jenna Timmer. We are playing tonight Season 3, Episode 7, Open Division. It's going to be 16 teams of men tonight. We'd like to thank Elders Helpers for powering us up. And these teams are really highly skilled. I think you're going to love it. You're going to see some amazing play. We'd also like to welcome the viewers from Selkirk TV. I know you're going to have a great time and really enjoy this pickleball. So, Jenna, what do you think about tonight?
I think it's going to be a great lineup tonight. I'm really looking forward to seeing, well, the fast hands that we just saw in front of us. I know the viewers can't see that yet, but they will. Just the different styles of play, if we're going to play slow, if we're going to play fast. And I think it's going to be a really interesting night tonight to see how each team and what their strategy is going to be. So speaking of stellar play, we had an amazing point 2 weeks ago at our last men's event.
Positive to your partner.
68, I believe, 68 shots long. So let's take a look at that now.
This is amazing play, folks. This is a picture of what you're going to see this evening.
So this is between Nick, Jace, Sam, and Joe. Sam and Joe ended up taking the night that night, but you can see how many controlled dinks there are, well-placed dinks.
Yes, we're waiting to see who's the most patient and who's going to light it up here.
And that's just really it. It's who can not make a mistake, right? But at the same time, sometimes you got to take a risk and speed it up occasionally.
Absolutely. Oh, there we go. Excellent defense.
There's the reset. Coming right back up to the kitchen.
You can see how skilled these guys are. You can see their footwork.
Oh, my
what an
goodness.
amazing point.
That was so good.
That was fantastic.
They just left it a little high there at the end and point over. Well, here is our bracket tonight, guys. It is stacked. So as you can see, our first seed, Romano and Cullen, they will be coming up here in a little bit. Fickle and Pasarelli versus Roy and Young. The Magsig brothers versus
local
Yes.
Sherrick.
I can't, Seth.
We
I'm
have
so
Seth
sorry.
Sherrick and
I've asked him 15 times and I still can't get it right. And Blake Howard. Well, we'll take a quick minute and look at court 1 here. We have
seed number 7.
Yes.
Surgeon Alameda and Swan versus Radawiec and Lauterbach.
And then on court 2, we are looking at Jack Bellinger and Jaron Falinowski, and they are on the closer end of ours. Jaron just calling that ball out there. Versus Jacob Stegman and Mark Giancarlo on the far side over there. And then down in, let's see, we are go to court 3 here. Court 3, we are looking at Jace Landheer, Romano and Yeh versus Darshan Patel and Jack Olmstead, not to be confused with Jake Olmstead, who is a local player here. Jack Olmstead. I actually had somebody text me this week, Jake's playing? And I was like, nope, it's Jack. And then last but not least, court 5, we are looking at Lucas Pereira, my bad, and Joe Stafford versus Sam Van de Kieft and Adarius Avery. Sam and Adarius being on the closer side to us. Just long there from Sam.
We're going to see a lot of different styles this evening.
I think so. Let's take a look at what's happening on court 1 here, or center court, I meant. Looks like our 10 seed is off to a good start with a 2-0 lead. And that's one of those times where you're just dinking away and somebody's got to take a risk, and he took the risk and sped it up there. And these players I'm not too familiar with. Lori is our expert analysis here, so she's going to give you the down low on all these players here in a minute. But
So Surgeon Alamito happens to be from Chile, and he played tennis at the University of Toledo. You can see his tennis background with his strokes, his footwork. And Jack Swan. Jack Swan is very interesting. I have to give a shout out to Jack because he played at Fair State University, but he has something very special that I think we all will be able to appreciate. He started a nonprofit called fentanylfathers.org a few years ago, and now he spends all of his time doing fentanyl awareness and overdose prevention in schools across the nation.
wow.
So these guys are not just pickleball players. They are really giving back to the community in many different ways. So we want to give a big hand out to Jack Swan for that.
That's awesome. Well, if he makes that up here, we will have to ask him more about that.
Yes, we will. On court number 2, looks like Jack Bellinger and Jaron Falinowski are lighting it up to start off with at 7-1. These are basically all local guys, great players, hard workers. I think it's a little hard. These are some tall boys here.
I find that when I play with tall guys, it's the drops become so much harder. But, they're all equally tall. So that was a great speed up there by Bellinger. Good 2-E put away there. And to me, I think I didn't expect a 9-1 here, but when these two are on, I think they can create a lot of pressure. And I think, as we just saw, with Jack and his 2-E put away there, and they just take game one there.
Game. That is amazing. That is a fast game for our first round. And they were just, Bellinger and Falinowski were just mixing it well.
Maybe some first round nerves there, so we'll have to see if they come back from that. In court 3, it looks like we have a little bit of a nail biter there with 5-5.
We have Landheer and Yeh in the foreground versus Patel and Olmsted.
It's a great shot. And this one, I will say, I am a little surprised about this one. I think these two guys closest to us, those are going to be two guys to watch. And that was a great speed up there. Just saw the empty space there and put it away. But I think these two are going to be two to watch. So I commend them for coming in this tough lineup of guys here. But ooh, was that out? Yes, I think it was. Good miss. So we'll have to see if they come back in game 2. And, well, I guess the game's not over. We never know what will happen, yeah?
This is a game of streaks.
Yep.
Anything can happen.
And so, yeah, we'll have to see if our 14 seed can pull off an upset here with they are ahead at 7-5 here.
We're looking on court 3.
I'm looking on court 3 on the left side.
This
there.
is a nice close game. Jace, of course, is a local young man. He's been playing since he was, I believe, like 12 years old or possibly younger. He's really worked hard on his games, played some tournaments. I believe he's played some PPA. He's played some youth tournaments. His partner,
Mariano?
Mariano, he is, I believe, originally from Argentina. Tennis player, played college tennis at Chowan University in North Carolina. And I believe he's living in Ann Arbor at this time. So we're getting people from all over, lots of different styles. Mariano was on the championship team in the new, the Arctic with the new Michigan Pickleball League.
I don't know what that is, Lori. Do you know what is it a new league for Michigan?
Yes, these are very high level players. I've seen a few of their matches. They're just, it's sort of, I'd say, a pro level. These are the guys who are going into PPA, Challenger Series, and that type of thing. Some really great players.
That's awesome. There's a lot of opportunities out there now to get into pickleball. We are still stuck on 5-5 here on our center court. And looks like on court 5, Van de Kieft and Avery have managed to pull out 4 points here. Undoing they were stacking for a little bit.
Working out the nerves, working out the kinks.
Another great speed
That was a great speed up.
It's so hard because sometimes you know it's coming and their location is so disguised.
Yes.
It's like you want it, but you can't quite get it.
So this game on court 3 with Patel and Olmsted versus Landheer and Yeh. It is a really close game for 14-3.
It is, yep.
It just goes to show you these guys are all really great players.
Yeah.
And the seeding is basically just to set up the games. You can see the 14 beating a 3 or a 16 beating a 1.
Looks like we have game point here on court 5. He just missed that one a little long. Wide, I mean. Long is not the correct term there. Serve 2. What a great angle. Ooh, we had the setup. And that's game right there. Looks like our 3 seed is pulling ahead here on game 1. See if they can. And a net cord for the winner. That's always unfortunate, but only if you're on the receiving end of that. Another game point here, just finishing up with Olmedo and Swan versus Radawiec and Lauterbach. Taking that game 11-5. And I think our only current playing team is on game 2. Our 11 seed taking an early lead, so good for them coming back after a 11-1 loss there. Just wide there from Jaron. But just coming back from that, a pretty big loss and being up 2 points already, that's commendable, I would say. 3 points, sorry. Ooh, that was really close. That was one of those you could have gone either way, unless you're standing right on it. Another net cord. And they're off to a strong start. We're at 5-0, so swinging the opposite way.
Needed to get their sea legs.
Good speed up there by Jaron. Kind of just saying, I've had enough. All our matches are back on court here. Let's, which game haven't we watched a lot out of yet? go back up to center court and take a closer look at that one. That was a great two-y. I love seeing two-ys. I just got done teaching a class on two-handed backhands, and that was the first time I did that one, and it was pretty fun just to see everybody improve in that skill.
I like the patience here. But he who loses patience first. Unfortunately.
As you were just like, I like the patience. Whoop, out ball.
It's a hard game to stay patient in.
It is.
And there's a very
my
fine
goodness.
line between the ball that is a speed up and not really. So
Yeah. Like my personality too is I will speed up the ball. I'll just try a bunch of stuff. I do a little bit better in chaos than I do control. Just a little bit of confusion here on who is serving or receiving, I think, or the score. I'm not sure. We'll head to a different court here and see if we can figure that out. Let's see here. Let's head over to court 2 and take a peek at that game. Bellinger and Falinowski. Jaron just sailing that one along, but they have managed to pull out 2 points there of them being down at 0-5 just a minute ago. And Stegman and Giancarlo not unwinding their stack here with a lefty-righty combo. I do think that's pretty brave, but they are maybe confident in their backhands that they can handle it.
They're both local guys. I see Jacob over at Dinks and Dingers, which is the local club, and I see Mark Giancarlo. Yeah, I see Mark Giancarlo over at MVP. I don't know if that's his only location. And Jack Bellinger over at Dinks and Dingers. So these guys are locals, they're instructors, they love the game.
I believe Jaron actually teaches in Grand Haven, Spring Lake area as well. So I'm pretty sure we have all instructors on the court right now.
Yes.
Is that possible?
I think that's what happens when you love this game like
Yeah,
they
right?
do.
Exactly. Woo, he had to put away there, just missed it. Let's head over to court 3. We haven't been there in a minute. Looking like a 5-1 lead here from Landheer and Yeh. Off to a much better start, I'd say, from their game 1. I think they were even down for quite a while and held Patel and Olmsted at 8, came back. But good for them for getting those tournament nerves out and coming back strongly.
Now, some of these fellows play together a lot, and some of them may be first-time partners. So, we might see them warming up together, getting the feel for each other's games, knowing what one person's going to cover versus the other. This, for men, this is a small court, and you have to really be on top of things for coverage so that you don't get in each other's way, but yet you cover the entire court.
Yeah. I just love seeing these aggressive dinks. And another speed up. I will say, I am seeing a lot more speed ups going to the positive than negative, I would say. Speed ups seem to be working all across the board right now as we're seeing that power just blast through. Missed on a serve there, and they're coming back. They're crawling their way out here. 3-6.
Oh, we have
Match point.
match point here.
And there we have it. Pereira, help me.
Pereira and Stafford.
I'm gonna get it by the end of the night, I promise. Or I'll be just like Seth, and I will fail at it miserably for the rest of my life.
I think you can go with Lucas.
That might be easier.
You've got that one.
Mouthful of marbles sometimes. So that is match 1, our first match done for the night. And so we will have Lucas and Joe up here in a little bit. Have them introduce themselves, and we'll be able to get to know them a little bit. I have to say, I do love this matchup right here, because they've been, it seems like it's a little bit of a game of runs, but at the same time, when they have been kind of in the middle of their scores, they've been quite tied up. I think it was 6-6 at one point in the last game as well. And with a 3 and a 14 seed, like you were saying earlier, you just never know, right? Ooh, miss serve in the net. That's unfortunate at 6-6.
So we have a reverse here on court number 2. If we go to court number 2, we'll see that Jacob and Giancarlo, they've really turned it on here. So the last game they were struggling a little bit.
Did he get the ATP?
I think it was a little out. Let's see what they call.
I saw an in sign, and then it doesn't seem like we know.
No, I thought it was a little bit out. Let's see. And these guys, of course, all know each other, and I think they want a fair game, so.
Yeah, I think, yeah, looks like they called it out.
Now, Jaron has been playing a lot of volleyball lately. You know, when
I've seen that.
Seeing those volleyball players out on the court, it really transitions quite well. So I think it can really help his game. Their overheads and their low digs are fantastic.
It's heading over to court 3. And it looks like, yeah, our 9 seed, or our 3 seed is starting to pull away at 9-6. So they have gone from the 6-6 tie and pulled up to 9-6. Well, we have up here in the booth Lucas and Sam.
Joe.
Joe. Sorry, there's so many names right now.
Yeah.
Joe. Introduce yourselves. Tell us a little bit about you guys. Where are you from, and what do you do for a living?
I'm Joe Stafford. I'm from Livonia, Michigan, and I'm a personal trainer.
Nice.
Yep. Lucas Pereira, head pro at Northville Pickleball Club.
Nice. Very good. So seems like a pretty easy-ish game for you, for a good match.
Yeah, I mean, they're a good team, right? You can't underestimate anybody.
Absolutely.
We went in there and we wanted to bring energy to every team, so we started with that one. Looking forward, I know we're going to play the winner of this. It looks like it's going to be Swan and Surgeon, who we know pretty well. They play at Northville Pickleball Club quite a bit, so we're excited for that match. We're ready to battle.
Yeah.
Nice.
Now, have you guys partnered up in the past? I know, Joe, I saw you a couple of weeks ago playing with Sam, I think,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You had a great weekend.
We played one tournament before, but we practice with each other all the time. We drill.
Okay.
So, yeah, we're pretty familiar with each other's games, and we're excited to play this tournament together.
All right, excellent.
Yep.
Well, good luck in your next match, and I think you guys got it going today.
Thank you.
Thank
We're
you.
looking forward to it.
Yep.
Thank you.
We're ready.
Hopefully see you back up here.
Hopefully.
Thank you, guys.
That's where I had Sam from, was because I'm telling you, it's the names. Like I said, we'll have it right by the end of the night.
We will.
It'll be fine. All right. So we have court 2. We are getting tight there.
Okay.
9-7.
Bellinger and Falinowski are
But they're coming back.
alive.
I do like they're Jacob and Mark Stegman and Giancarlo. They had a strong start in that game, so that was good on them to come back from 11-1. We are at match point
Match point. Here we go.
with Jack serving. Good dig. Ooh, that's a great shot.
That was a great shot, Mark.
Sometimes the lefty angles throw people off a little bit. I can't say Jack was super out of position there if he was a righty, but being a lefty, sometimes they can yank those balls in different directions.
Well, unfortunately, sometimes we set them up.
Yeah.
There was
And they just completed that
match
game.
point.
So we will see Jaron Falinowski and Jack Bellinger up here in a little bit. And we are back on center court with game 2. But we do have a new match starting here on court 5. We have our number 1 seed, Nick Romano and Casey Cullen. Their dupers are pretty high, 5'8", 6'19", and we are looking at Sam Lisiak and Jack Riopella. We'll have to ask him how he pronounces that.
I believe it's Ropel.
Rope? Oh, no kidding. I wouldn't have guessed that.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
So I know dupers don't speak everything, but their dupers are in the high 4 range. So we'll have to see how that plays out, right? So it does look like Romano and Cullen are starting off very strongly. So back to center court here. We are at, looks like 8. Nope. 7. 7-6 here. Six, 7-1 here serving. It's a great point. Ooh, was that out? I think it was.
That was a close,
If it was,
very
that
close
was a really
ball.
good leave.
That was a very close ball.
Sometimes it's hard not to jump right into those. Just out on that one, too. We are looking at 8-7 on center court. Just, I think, a little bit of confusion on who is taking that third ball. So Olmedo ended up taking that with his backhand, and then just a slight pop up there on that second ball. And we're serving 7-8 on a 1. And it should be, I think, 8-8 now. There we go. All right, and we are up here with our winners, Jaron Falinowski and Jack Bellinger. Welcome,
Hello.
guys.
Thank you. That's good to be here.
Good, good first match.
Oh, yeah.
You guys, let's see. For your second game, they started off pretty strongly. You beat them, if I remember correctly, pretty heavily game 1.
Yes.
They came back pretty heavily game 2, but then you guys kind of. So what do you think that they changed, or what happened in game 2 there?
I feel like they didn't really change much. It kind of came down to the point of, did we get to the kitchen? No.
Did you see that, Jaron? It was
Wow. Okay.
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't
I was
like
like, but to be fair, I would have targeted me too. So I mean, Jack was playing pretty sweet sauce out there. So
no,
yeah.
dude, playing with Jaron's awesome. He's like Bigfoot out there. He just covers everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and I did forget. I've been trying to do this, like to introduce yourselves, because not everybody watching knows who you guys are. So
What?
introduce yourself.
Okay.
And just what do you do for a living, and where are you from?
My name is Jaren Falinowski. I am from the Lakeshore Grand Haven area. I've been playing this sport for a long time, 10 years or so, about a decade. And my
So
career
old.
is actually teaching pickleball. So that is what I do. So not so much playing anymore. It might show a little bit out there, but I'm still having a lot of fun, especially battling along with Jack.
Okay,
Now,
Jack.
wait, I want to know, have you guys matched up before?
No?
No,
Okay,
I
all
used
right.
him for advice a lot when I was
Yeah.
like trying to learn. I was like, hey, how do I hit the shot? He burnt me a lot.
Yeah.
He used to beat me 11-0 in tournaments, and I was like, all right, I gotta find his secrets.
Yeah, so
So, Jack, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes, I'm Jack. I go by JB. I'm from Dublin, Ohio. I've been playing pickleball for 3 years now. And then for work, I work for Kellogg. I do cereal research for the Sam's Club team.
Does that mean
So,
you
yeah.
just try
Research.
it and eat it and tell them
Honestly,
if it's good?
I'm traveling
or?
out to Arkansas on Monday to see the buyer try like all these different cereals. So yeah, I kind of get to watch him try it and everything. But no, yeah,
Awesome.
no, love playing with Jaren. Very consistent, great guy to have out there. Covers a lot of court. Just makes my job easy.
All right. Excellent.
awesome.
Well, we'll look forward to your next game.
Yeah.
appreciate
All
it.
right.
Thank
Good
you.
luck, guys.
Congrats. That's so fun. A cereal researcher.
I know. I want his job.
I've never heard of such a thing, but that's awesome.
Well, I do like Kellogg's, so he's doing a great job.
If he's in charge of all the taste testing, then he's doing all right.
Yes.
So it looks like game 2 of our 1 and 16 seed finished up about as expected with according to Dupers anyway, 11-2, and we are off to a strong start on game 2 with 3-1. Looking at court 3, we do have a new match starting there as well. We have the Magsig brothers, if I am saying that correctly.
Magsig, Ben, and Bailey.
And then you, okay.
Seth Sherrick
Sherrick.
and Blake Howard.
I need to write it down phonetically. Okay. And so those are kind of local guys here playing, so we'll be anxious to see how that match plays out. Court 2, another match starting over there. We have, let me see, Aaron Caterberg and Travis Wolf. They are, they should be here on the side closer to us because Aaron is a lefty. And then versus Chris Walker and Andrew Fairbanks. And Chris Walker is a founder of the Michigan Pickleball League. So that's a fun little gig for him. If he makes it up here, we'll have to talk to them. So yeah, we have our kind of our second round here, mostly starting. We have one match going into game 3 on center court there. So that's our first game 3 of the night. But we are here now in the, let's call it a winner's circle. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, for now.
With Romano and Yeh and Jace Landheer. Welcome, guys. Congrats on your first win.
Thank you.
And one thing we're doing tonight is just introducing yourself, like where you're from and what do you do for a living. I don't know if you're old enough to have a living yet, but whatever. We'll get there, maybe as a student. But okay, go ahead.
Okay, I'm Romano and Yeh. I'm originally from Argentina, moved to the U.S. for college, played college tennis at a small D2 in North Carolina, and I coach mainly tennis for a living.
Nice, very good.
So are you in Ann Arbor now?
I'm in Ann Arbor, yeah.
Okay, great.
Very good. Jace?
My name is Jace Landheer, and I'm from Caledonia, Michigan. And yeah, I'm a junior in high school.
No living. No,
Yeah.
I mean, no like
No,
career.
yeah, I know, right?
Pickleball is life.
But yeah.
Good. And do you have college plans? You have pickleball plans?
You know, I'm looking at some colleges right now, but right now I'm just trying to focus on
Pickleball's
pickleball.
rocking your boat, right?
Yeah. I mean,
All
it's
right.
been a long time since I've started.
Yeah, for sure. So you guys, I think, I'm looking here, you guys will play, it looks like Jaron and Jack coming up here in a little bit. Strategy, have you guys faced them before? Have you played both of them? And I know you've probably played Jaron, but
Yeah.
Jack, it's probably a new face for you guys?
Yeah, I don't think I know Jack, but yeah, I played Jaron a bunch of times, so know his game pretty well. I'm sure he knows our game pretty well.
Yeah. Yep, exactly. So you'll have to, it'll be a battle of who can dial it in, right?
Yeah.
So good luck, you guys.
Yeah, you had a
We-
great
Thank you.
first round, and good luck the
Yeah,
rest of the
thank
way.
you.
See you
All
back
right,
up
thanks
here.
for coming up.
Thank you.
And we did just have match point on court 5 there. So it looks like our number 1 seed, Romano and Cullen, took that 11-1. So we will see them up here in a little bit. And
Now we're split here.
Yes, game 3 on center court. They picked them right. Good job, Dan, deciding courts, because this is the game that went to 3 games at the match. I get those mixed up all the time. People's last names, and games that match. I had to go through this with Ellen for quite a while. Game, set, match. Even though there's no sets really in pickleball, but we'll get there eventually. So we are at 1-3, looks like.
It's a little surprising that they're being very patient here.
They are
Very patient.
sometimes it's because, you know, your speed ups are coming back. That was a great drive there. And that ball just sunk down, and I don't know, it could have been so low or it might have just nicked the net or something like that, but went right past him. So they call timeout, as I think is wise, as they are at 1-5. This looks like a tight match here and tight game. You're at 4-5 here. 6-4, my bad.
Look at your bio. You have a good bio. Mine's like, ugh.
So funny.
Well, if you heard voices, we are here with Casey Cullen, Nick Romano. Welcome, guys. Congrats on your first win. So one thing we're doing today is just introducing yourself, telling us a bit about you, where you're from, and what do you do for a living?
Cool. All right, yeah, I'm Nick Romano. I'm from Pinckney, Michigan. Yeah, grew up there my whole life. I'm a director of a country club, so I teach tennis and pickleball. Yeah, it's my 4th year as the director at Barton Hills Country Club. Yeah, so yeah, blessed, thankful. It's a great opportunity. So yep.
Similar, but I just do tennis right now. I coach in Royal Oak, from Royal Oak, Michigan. Yeah, I'm the coach of Seaholm Girls and the Brother Race Boys on the east side. Both
awesome.
good programs.
What's
Yep.
it like playing tennis, I would assume, every day, and then also playing pickleball many days, I would assume? Do you guys have any issues kind of transferring that over, or does that just flow pretty naturally?
Yeah, I hit at University of Michigan this morning, actually at 8 a.m. with, yeah, so yeah, I'm sure Casey's doing it every day too. I mean, yeah, I would say if you take long breaks, like a week, 2 weeks, if you take like 2 weeks off and you got to go back out there and have a competitive like dinking battle, I think that's where I see it the most. But I mean, we both played college tennis, so I think we can bounce back a little bit back and forth. But I see it the most in the dinking when you're not, playing too much. But yeah.
Yeah, I say it. I mean, when I'm playing, I just stand at the net and just work on my hands. I don't hit a lot of groundies, so that kind of keeps my hands sharp, actually. So
Yeah.
I like it.
Groundies, that is a new word for me. I'm got that one stored in the memory bank. So, you guys play the winners of Aiden Fickle, Caleb Pasarelli, Cody Roy, Caden Young. Have you played any of them lately? Familiar with their games?
I mean, I know Caden and Cody a little bit better, and there's been some money balls the last few weeks. I feel like we've played those guys a little bit. Everyone's good. I don't know the other guys' game as much, but yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, should be good matchups.
Yeah, you had a great first match. Congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
And hopefully we'll see you back up here again.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Appreciate it.
Good,
Thanks, guys.
good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks.
It's a long match. We went on and they were like the end of game 1.
Oh, looks like you're back on court 2. Fairbanks and Walker have a strong lead right now at 9-4. Let's head over to what's happening on court. Let's see, 3? Let's go to 3. We are at 5-7. Maybe they're coming off a timeout, maybe? I don't know. You know what? Did I actually see, not to be like ADD here, but I'm pretty sure I saw a new match that started potentially on court 5. Could that be? It is. It was the match we were just talking about up here a little bit on court 5. However, they are just warming up, so maybe not. So that will be the match of Fickle, Pasarelli, Roy, and Young. We'll introduce them here more officially in a little bit. So let's head back to center court here. They are off to, our 10 seed is off to a very strong start at 6-1.
You can see how this game is a game of runs when you look at the scores.
Yeah.
You see 11-5 first game, and you think, oh, that was easy. Whoops, 11-9, and now we're 6-1. It's amazing how this game can turn on a dime.
And sometimes it's a matter of, run. Sometimes it's, who's hitting good, who's making more mistakes, who's on fire, who's getting picked on. Ooh, that was a good leave. Court 2, it looks like our 4 seed is pulling away at 10-6 now. So we have, oh, never mind. They just pulled that one off there. And Walker and Fairbanks take game 1. And court 5 will be starting their matchup here shortly. So we'll go ahead and introduce them. Aiden Fickle, Caleb Pasarelli. Those guys, I'm not supposed to root for people, but I have to root for them. They're like my hometown peeps. So let's see, Aiden is in the maroon. Caleb is swinging his paddle around the kitchen. And then we have Cody Roy and Caden Young. Caden is known for playing in his Crocs.
He had a injury due to he does some sort of combat training.
Yeah,
and
you're right.
So
I was never told this story,
to,
but my dad found this out too. So
yeah, apparently he needs to be in those. So
we're still at 6-1 here. So it looks like Almedo and Swan maybe are pulling off some holds here. Oh, 7-1. 8-1. Oh no. We're updating scores. 8-2. It's so tough too when you're down because it's kind of like sometimes you're making errors and sometimes they're not making any and you can't kind of change your strategy around in the moment. So sometimes for me, it's always afterwards like, oh man, I could have done this different. I could have done that. If only I would have thought about it in the moment.
Well, reading the other team is so critical.
Yeah.
And once you figure out their strong points and their weaknesses, the game can really turn around.
Yeah, 100%. Somebody said once, I thought it was so smart, you don't play the game to your strengths, you play it to their weaknesses.
Absolutely.
Ooh. Just wide. I thought it might have hit him, but it did not. Court 3, we are on 8-8, so that's a tight matchup as well between our 5 and our 12 seed. So we'll have to see if our 12th seed can pull off the upset there. I do think they're capable of that.
I agree. Nice try around the post, but didn't quite make it. Well, maybe that one was out. We have our referee.
Just a little bit of confusion maybe on who's serving.
Control there.
Yeah. 8-3-2 is what we landed on. So I think they thought that they were stacked up, but turns out that they were not. Easy to do when you're not keeping score, or even when you are keeping score for yourself. Sometimes I still mess it up.
Well, when the points get intense and you're focused on the play,
Yeah.
and then you're stacking, it can be a little complicated. Even if you're not stacking, it can be a little complicated. I'm really grateful to have wonderful referees here. All the games are refereed, and it's we have some great folks that are doing that, committing to this program, and we really appreciate them.
Well, let's head over to Court 5 and watch our newly started match.
They jumped off to a little lead already, didn't they?
Good speed up. I think if they can continue to put the pressure on Fickle and Pasarelli can put some pressure on, keep them nervous. And I do think that they know Caden's game a bit more than Cody's game. I think I don't know, but I think that they play with them frequently. I'm pretty sure they're all about the same age. I don't know how old Cody is, but
we talk about what the backgrounds are for a lot of people. It's a very interesting group on this court because you have Fickle and Pasarelli. I believe both of those young men were homeschooled, which means they weren't playing on tennis teams and things like that. So watching them develop is amazing. They're great athletes. And Caden, he comes from a combat background. And he is incredibly fit and incredibly athletic, but again, not a racket sport or paddle sport.
Yes.
Yet they're incredible players.
Yes. We are at 9-9 on court 3, so we have gone back and forth on that court quite a bit. So I think last time we checked in on this court, we were, I don't know, 5-5 or something like that. So tight matches.
It's a tight match.
Which is, again, great for our 5 and 12 seed. Shoot, just dumped it in the net. Does that mean it's 10? It does. It means it's 10. So we are on a game point here. Blake just giving Seth a little clap there. Hey, bro, we got it, right? That's so crucial, and I love that in a partner. Like, we got this. Nice.
Great.
A little risky, but we'll take it. Especially on
sometimes the element of surprise.
Especially on a 10-9. But whatever. That's the game of pickleball. I love how ready Blake is all the time, holding his paddle out. He is just ready to go.
Textbook.
He's got such a great top spin with his forehand too. I will play with him occasionally on a Tuesday night group that plays here, but his top spin third shot drop is just out of this world. Sometimes he can really kill it. So let's see here. We are still picking away on our game 3 on center court. Up to 8-5. It's just back and forth and back and forth on this.
They're being very consistent here, Radawiec and Lauterbach. They're getting to the net. They're being patient.
That might be a black and blue mark tomorrow. So we are on match point here, so we'll have to see what happens here.
Oh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. A great point to end the match.
Yes, ATP winner. Let's go.
We have 10/7. Way to go, guys. Wow. That was great. Blake was just sitting, waiting on that. This is such a close match, and that classic position, you know, paddle up, watching the ball, not doing too much with it. Placement, it's amazing. Oh.
Ooh. I like that he took that. He had that just a teeny bit long. But that makes it 11-10. So game one, that'd be game one match, game point. Sorry. Hi, guys. And they do pull it off. So the Magsig brothers pull off that match. I think this will be one to watch in when they get to game two here, because if they were this tight,
I think it'll be close.
Yeah, they might go to 3 on that court there. And it looks like we haven't checked in on court 2 in a little while, although they don't look like they're playing at the moment. Maybe they're just coming back from a timeout. We'll see. But they look like they are quite close on that court. I think that one just ended up a little long there. So we pulled up to 6-4 here on court 2. I think we are serving 6-4-1. Could that be? And then on court 5, it's looking like Roy and Young are pulling ahead at 9-6.
Yes.
Great power there in court 2.
Welcome to the winner's circle.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Yeah.
All right, so we're here with Ryan and Jacob. One thing we're doing today is having you guys introduce yourselves officially and what do you do for a living and where you're from so that the world can get to know you.
Go ahead. So my name's Ryan. I'm a graduate student at Michigan State University, and I do octopus neuroscience.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
That's amazing. Okay, we've had a serial taste tester up here.
Yes, we have.
And an octopus. What's your day like?
I go to the tank. I play with the octopus. Sometimes you put like a little suit, like a Band-Aid on them, and then make them go through mazes or do games or whatever.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I just get to play with them.
I've heard octopi, whatever,
Yeah.
are very smart. They're very intelligent.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, and I'm Jacob Lauterbach, and I do product line management. So for the company that makes the red Solo cups. So that's probably what we're most familiar with. But what I want to be known for most is my love for the Lord. And also, I'm about to be a full-time dad soon. And by full-time, I mean I'm still going to be working, but as a full-time dad. So.
First time kid. Okay,
first time father. So just about 8 weeks. So super
Very
excited.
A little nervous about that? This is nothing, right?
Oh yeah, no, this is nothing. Yeah, no, I'm terrified. So I'm gonna be great. So
it'll be fine.
It'll be fine. Yes.
You'll mess up, they'll mess up, and it'll be fine.
That's right.
So tell us a little bit about how you felt your match went. It was a great match.
Yeah. So I think we came in. It's always hard to shake nerves the first game. We got here. We only had 10 minutes to warm up. We didn't really get a decompress from our days yet. So we came in, and that first game, there were a lot of errors. You could tell everybody on the court was super nervous.
Yes.
And then we just realized we just need to make less errors. That was it. We didn't even need to do anything too crazy, too fancy. We were just about trying to be consistent.
I was mentioning you were very consistent. You were coming to the net really nicely, and just that consistent play was awesome. It really brought you through.
Yeah, that's the play style we like to play. Is let's get to the net every time, and then let's dink. Let's dink around and have some fun up there.
Yeah. Excellent. I love it.
So, and it looks like you guys will play Lucas and Joe next.
Let's
correct?
go.
Yes.
Easy match next, I hear.
They can't hear you.
Oh, okay, yeah, easy.
I hope they can. Put it on the PA system.
They're the number 2 seed, in case our viewers are wondering why we're talking about that. But you guys, I think keep it, play your game, right? Play to their weakness was what we were talking about earlier.
Does Joe have a weakness? Or,
we'll find out. We'll watch your match and find that out. So. Thanks, guys, for
Thank you so
joining
much.
us.
Yep.
And
Good luck.
We'll maybe see you up here again. It does look like
we should totally get a towel to wipe those down.
does look like we just.
I have a towel.
So funny. Does look like we just finished up on court 2. So Fairbanks and Walker will be joining us here in a little bit for their post-win interview. And on court 5, it looks like Roy and Young did end up taking game 1 there at 11-7. And then on court 3, Seth and Blake are up to a 4-0 lead. So that's great coming off from their loss there. So just sailed that one a little long there from on court 3. I always think that's great when you come out of a loss. It's always great when you can come from a little bit of a loss and then come out strong. I like that a lot.
Absolutely. In this game,
well, let's head to center court, and I think we have a new matchup starting here. So we have Jace and
Mariano.
Well, there we are. Okay, Jace and Mariano Yeh playing Jack Bellinger and Jaren Falinowski. I do think that this will be quite a matchup. I do. I think this one will be back and forth, if I were to guess. I would be surprised if it wasn't.
I would agree. I think as Jack was saying, Jaren needs to get up to the kitchen. There's no kitchen in volleyball, so I mean there is a line, but maybe he isn't used to it. But I think he got the message from the last match. So let's see if that sets in.
That was really funny. Jaren got the eyeballs. I hope when they watch that back, he'll be able to see that. That was hilarious. But that's just, good partnership, funny. I like it.
Well, they're both really good guys.
Yeah.
People-wise, they're kind and they're competitive, but they're really good people at heart. So.
100%. Great speed up. Found the hole there on center court there. So we'll have to see how that one shapes up. Court 3, we're looking at 5-0 lead there. Court 5, looks like Fickle and Pasarelli are up 2-0, but they were up 2-0, I think, last time, or
Yes,
they were up a little bit
They
last
were up
time?
a little bit more than that.
So we'll have to see how that one shapes up. See the crowd of people here too. I love it. People coming out to support their people. Got a little center court. We got a little yep there from Jack Bellinger with a little bit of a stare down there. I like it. We'll take the sass. I'm here for it.
Oops. Those net balls can be very frustrating. Feels good on one side, but not on the other.
Good job there. So we are up here in the winner's circle with Andrew Fairbanks, Chris Walker. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
So officially, I mean, I know who you guys are, but we, the average viewer here, may not know you guys. So what we're doing today is introducing yourself and then where you're from and what you do for a living.
All right. Well, we're both from Milford, so we're representing Milford, Michigan here. I work in HR, so nothing too exciting.
And
awesome.
I'm a full-time dad, so.
Very cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Very cool.
We just had going to be a new dad up here, so.
Yes, first time.
You're surviving it?
Surviving,
And
for
you're
sure.
loving it? Or?
Absolutely.
All right, awesome,
That's
fantastic.
Cool. I love it. So tell us about your game. Any hard points in there? Anything that you take away where you're like, gotta fix that for next game kind of a thing?
They had a lefty, so we came out and wanted to keep the ball out of the middle.
Yeah.
They both could pull the ball with their forehands, so they were dangerous there. So they definitely hit some shots and put some pressure on, but for the most part we tried to keep the ball away from the middle, and Andrew did a great job closing and working, really working the dink out there.
Nice.
Have you guys played together before?
Yeah, we play all the time.
I mean, in your local hometown, do you do tournaments and stuff together you have in the past?
Occasionally. It's hard for me to travel, so whenever I can, we try to.
I get that. That's great. So, and then you guys will play the winner of the Magsig brothers and Steph and Blake. Are you rooting for anyone over the other?
No.
No.
No. May the best man win.
Yeah.
We're up for the challenge.
I like
right.
it.
Excellent.
Awesome. Well, maybe we'll see you guys up here again.
Yes,
And congrats on your win.
I certainly hope so.
Congratulations on your win.
Appreciate it.
He got cut off, but he said, hi, Mom and Dad. So there you go. I said it for you. If you come back up here, then you can say it again.
Okay, that's my motivation.
Exactly.
Wonderful.
We got to say hi to Mom. So that's motivation for him. I love it.
I love talking to these guys and finding out about their personal lives and the important things to them. And it's just kind of a fun little transition, those last two, from a brand new dad
I know,
who's a little
right?
nervous to a stay-at-home dad.
Yeah. What are the chances of that also? Well, we're heading to court 3 here, and it looks like we have a...
This is amazing.
We have an 8-0 lead there from our 12 seed. Good job, guys, on our 12 seed there. We'll see if they can keep that lead. And we do have a new matchup starting on court 2. We have Lucas Pereira. Oh, Lori, I know
Pereira.
I didn't say it right. I said it. I was like, nope, it's not right. Joe Stafford versus Radawiec which I believe is Ryan Radawiec and Jacob Lauterbach. So as they start this match, we'll have to see how this one shapes up. I do think, I do think our number 10 seed is capable of giving them a little bit of a run for their money here, because the way that they played in their last matchup was really quite good.
They were very solid. They were very consistent. They got to the net consistently, which of course is key. Yeah, I think it's going to be a good match.
But sometimes, Lori, like you do have a tough match, and sometimes it's like, oh man, I just used all my energy on that tough match. You know what I mean? So we'll have to see how that ends up playing out for them. So
I will say these guys play a lot of pickleball, and I think beginning to end here, they're pretty strong. A lot of it is just determining, what is the matchup? That we have power hitters, we have finesse players, we have defensive kings, we have offensive kings. And it just is, who do you match up with? And how does that match up? Oh, here come the Magsigs.
yeah, they pulled up 2 points here, so they get a couple holds. They see if they can make a run out of that.
Well, they're brothers, and they spend a lot of time together because not only do they play pickleball partners, they are partners in business.
Oh, no kidding.
In real estate. So I think they know each other pretty well. I think they can lift each other up. And,
Or bring each other down, being siblings.
No, but in seeing them over the last couple of years, they're amazing.
But yeah, you're right. I do think, especially if they get along real well, that's a very endearing trait. And then we have Seth, who is a coach both here at the All-In Pickleball Gym, and he's also doing the youth program, heavily involved in the youth program that the All-In Pickleball Gym is now a part of as well.
They're a league, Michigan League.
Yes.
A couple weeks ago, they were, I believe, in Novi, and heard a lot of great talk about how that went and how the kids, it was sort of like an educational league in a way. They had people out on the courts, and I know the kids had a great time. I believe they have another match this weekend in Kalamazoo.
In West Hills, yep. So yeah, that'll be fun.
I love seeing the youth come up.
It does look like we have a little video for that,
Here
so let's
we
take
go.
a peek.
These boys have skills. They're doing it the right way, guys. They're teaching, they're playing. I see some happy faces, a lot of happy faces. If your kids are interested, get them out and get them lessons, because learning the right way from the beginning. I mean, this is an easy sport to go out and paddle around, but getting the proper instruction can make the sport really fun for a lifetime. It is a lifetime sport.
Yeah, 100%. And we did end up with a pretty hefty win there on court 3 with our 12 seed taking game 2. So they are headed to 3 games on that court. We'll have to see how that one plays out. I love a good game 3. And let's see. We are looking in court 5 here. We haven't checked in on them lately. We are at a game point for game 2 at 10-4. So they are looking to pull out a win here and go to 3 matches or 3 games as well. Looks like they don't do it on that one, but we are at 4-10, so they probably will get another chance here. I do love a good game 3. Ooh, did he get him?
Nope.
Was it out? So 5-10 on a 1. That's tough. I think Aiden had the right idea that keeping the ball low, because I think he saw Caden about to hop the kitchen, just a little bit too low. And wise call with the timeout, because they just got a couple points on them, and you don't want to get that to be too many points.
You don't want to get the ball rolling. Once they get the ball rolling, that's, you got to put a little stop to it. Timeouts are a great strategy. Most people forget about them.
I am also
so
guilty of that, 100%. Sometimes it's that stubbornness in me too, of like, okay, I can do this. I can do this, right? And you have those it's all positive, right? But it's also stubborn at the same time. That's a good get by Jack there to put that ball away in the back corner there. Jaron serving 5-8-2.
Wow.
Good get.
Mariano is incredibly quick. His footwork is amazing. He sits right, his body is right over his feet.
They were painting lines on that point. Good finish there from Jaron. So back on court 5. I didn't see who was serving. Oh, we are serving on a 2. So we are at 10-6-2. Game 2. Game point. Didn't pull it off there, so Roy and Young got the stop. And Pasarelli and Fickle have to stop 2 more serves here and hopefully stop a run. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Game point on court 2. They held them off on 1, so we are going to 10-3-2. That was a great serve. Nice. Good save. So we'll see if Radawiec and Lauterbach can pull out a few points there. It looks like we're going to time out here. Center court. No, it's not a
That's
timeout.
game point. Game
it's
point.
game point.
Game point for Landheer
Game point.
and Yeh.
Yep, 11-6. Game 1. So they are heading into game 2 here shortly. And then down on court 3, it looks like the Magsig brothers are off to a 3-0 start. I would guess that game might end up being tight, so we'll have to keep an eye on that one as well. So we do have 2 game points. And Fickle and Pasarelli did pull that one off on court 5 there.
So we're going to game 3 on court 5.
Yep.
Court 2, 10-5.
I think that would
see if this consistent play can keep them in the game here.
So I think we are serving now 10-5-1. So we'll see if they can pull out their, let's see, pull out the game point. Looks like they got
Second
one stop.
server. There they go, game point.
Nice. So I did end up pulling that one out. with our number 2 seed taking that game at 11-5. And so this, let's see, I think, yep, 1, 2, we are just finishing up some of our first round matches here. So let's see, on court 3, we are still on our first round match over there. And center court, we are into the second round on that one, I believe. Yes, center court would be top left. And the one I mentioned earlier on our, that are still in our first round, we'll say, is our lower left. And then our lower right is also in our first round matchups yet. And then on our upper right, we are in our second round on that one. So we are getting close to being finished with our first round matchups here. But we have on the bottom half here, both of those are going into game 3s. So we're well into their game 3. So we'll have to see how those play out and see who is going to be moving forward. I see now we have the Magsig brothers on lower left 4-0. Coming out strong on that one after their loss at 2-11. And then our other first round matchup that needs to get completed before we keep moving on is on our lower right, court 5. Fickle Pasarelli. They every time I look down there, they're starting off strong.
Yes.
Right? They get the first point always. There we go. Yep, so we can see we have just a couple more matchups here to be finished, and we are looking to probably shortly get started on some of our semifinal games. We have just one upset so far, which is in the red. Radawiec and Lauterbach, they upset the number 7 seed, Meadow and Swan. And that upset team is playing on our upper right corner on court 2 there.
They're playing the number 2 seed.
They are playing the number 2 seed.
The number 2 seed had a rather easy win the first game. They're up 2-0. But that number 10, they are just very consistent players, and they are getting to the kitchen. So let's see if they can give them a run for their money in this one.
And on center court, on our upper left, upper left, we do have Bellinger and Falinowski, our 6th seed, up currently, 4-3. Just staying alive, keeping the resets in. Ooh, good.
That was an effective lob. I moved him off the net just enough, and
you know what? Sometimes off a lob,
you can
you can get a great drive. Sometimes off of a lob, if it lands right. Sometimes you can't, but if it lands right, you can drive those balls and put the other team on defense. Can switch in an instant. That was a good rip, though. I like it. Talking positively to one another. Good, and then our lower left, court 3, looking like Magsig brothers are up on a pretty hefty lead at 6-0. So again, kind of surprising there because
just very off balance. I mean, 11-2, 6-0. It's
coming from such a tight, close game to then a pretty good win, and now we're.
You kind of expect that. Sometimes when you're playing outdoors, you have wind factors and sun factors and a lot of things like that. But indoors, it's very unusual.
Yeah. And again, our number 2 seed coming out with a strong lead too at 5-0. In our game 2 here. And on our lower right, court 5. Looking like we are tied here. So it was just a second ago. It was 4-1 or 1-4.
Yes.
I don't know if that one clipped the net, but it seemed like it hung in the air there for a minute. Caleb's apologizing, so maybe it did clip the net. Good reset. It's so funny. You just know right afterwards how you reach too far, goes too far up and out. He knew it. I would love to see their drops just come down a little bit. I think that's eating them up a little bit. Could be some of those tournament nerves, but
Starting to pull up a little bit.
yeah,
here.
maybe forced a timeout
good
here.
Timeout.
Yep.
Good call on the timeout.
And again, on our left side here, strong lead, 8-0. So Seth and Blake are a little bit stuck, it looks like. Ooh, good ATP. Yeah, timeout. It's a good timeout. I mean, 9-0. It's a now or never kind of situation,
Yes,
right?
is.
It is doable. Anything's possible, but now or never. Good timeout. Our lower side of the screen is on. No, they're coming back on the right side now, but. Center court on the left side here. Jack is chirping a little bit. I like it. He's not being obnoxious at all. It's just like, I got some power, yeah.
You know, when you get that shot you wanted to hit, you just gotta let it out.
I love it. Oh, and they did take it. We got our first pickle of the night.
Have a pickle. Well, I've got to give the 10 credit. They had a good win, and
yeah, good first round win.
Yep. You know, this is it's an all or nothing.
100%.
We do have a consolation round, but basically it's an all or nothing to get to that first place prize money of $800. So everybody wants it.
Right, there's money on the line. You gotta bring it.
But it's not just money here tonight; it's also points.
Oh yeah, to get
into the final championship, which is March 12th. So everybody's trying to get their points as well.
And that's the big money. That'll be a great night to play as well.
Oh, there you go.
Ooh, that was a great shot. Do you think, Lori, we're going to have a second pickle of the night?
I'm afraid. Come on.
Oh,
Seth
no.
and Blake.
Blake's on the other side, so they have to have a point, I think. Maybe not. Oh, no. We'll have to see once. They must have a point because I'm pretty sure Blake started on right side. It might be 10-1. On lower left is what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
All right, and we are back in the winner's circle here with Lucas and Joe. I got it right this time. You know what it came from was because when you played with the
Sam.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
we watched that point earlier, and it's just stuck in my head. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back. You guys had the first pickle of the night, so congrats on that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we were saying we were surprised because the previous game. Our 10 seed, they had a little upset. So, but also says you guys played pretty well, put a lot of pressure on them. So, good job, well done there. So, anything strategy-wise that you guys did, or was it just playing your game?
We saw in their game that they wanted to slow the game down, so we wanted to speed it up.
Yeah.
And make them play our game, and I think we did a good job of that.
Yes. Yep.
So we wanted to put a lot of pressure on them.
Yeah, I always like coming out firing, especially if we don't know the team that well. And if they make us dink, then we'll go and dink with them. But first, we're going to come out firing.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I was telling Lori, I love a little bit of chaos. I do well in chaos versus control. Give me chaos all day. Okay, so going into, we're a little bit ahead. So I think you guys will play the winner of this match here. Yep. Anything you're trying to pick out here as you watch?
I'm not sure the score. I play with Mariano quite a bit. The other three I really don't know too well. I know them, but I don't know their games well.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, this will be an interesting matchup regardless. So I think any of these teams, I think anybody can take this one. So good luck, you guys.
Getting into the nitty-gritty now, boys.
Yeah.
All right. Good luck and congrats on your win.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you. So it just looks like we finished. Fickle and Pasarelli on court 5 pulled that one out and at 11-7, so they will be continuing on. We'll see them up here in the winner's circle momentarily. And going to center court here with our 3 and 6 seed. We are at a game point for match 2. All right, and they did, Landheer and Yeh did pull up to 10-8 here, so we'll see if they can, oopsies. So tough. Just a little late on that ball, ended up sailing it. So we are at 9-10 though. Jack says way out. Listen, I love the sass. I'm here for it, like I said. Way out. Whatever you want to do to get in the team's head, as long as you're not being a dink about it.
You know, honestly, I don't think Jack's trying to get in their head.
No,
I think he's more trying to pump himself up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
So we have a question on in or out on that ball. We have Bob Trout as the referee on this court. Looks like the ball was out, and we have game by Bellinger and Falinowski. That was a close game. We're going to go into game number 3. This is going to be exciting.
Awesome. So we are here in our winner's circle. We're calling this our winner's circle today with Aiden Fickle And Caleb Pasarelli, welcome, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you.
So one thing we're doing today is introducing yourself, because although we know who you are, Selkirk TV or YouTube TV might not know who you are. So what do you do? If you have a job, what do you do for a living, and where are you from?
I'm Caleb Pasarelli, and I do countertops, quartz countertops.
With your dad, yes.
That's my dad.
Oh, family business, right?
Yes, yes.
That's fantastic.
And my sister and brother. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
Whole
that they.
family.
I
Oh, yeah.
didn't know you all did
Oh,
that.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's great. I'm from Hamilton and live on a kind of farm. Got goats, chickens, cats. It's
Love
great.
it.
Do
Homesteading.
you have a pickleball court?
No, we don't.
Not yet.
No. I wish.
Not yet.
Yeah, I'm Aiden. So I actually design and make pickleball paddles for Revlin for a living. I'm also a student at college right now, so I go to Hope, studying mechanical engineering. It's my senior year. But yeah, I have 8 siblings. Just live in Holland and make paddles and play pickleball.
Yes. So when I said earlier I was rooting for these guys, it's because they live in like the same area-ish. We're counting you as ish.
Yeah.
As I do. So I was rooting for you guys secretly.
Thank you.
Even though I'm not supposed to be rooting.
Well, I think it's really great. You guys are we're both homeschooled.
Yeah.
And did you have any team sports at all?
I played basketball. That
You
was
played
it.
basketball.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Awesome.
I ran cross country for a couple years, but
Okay.
really pickleball was my way to be active and play a sport, because that's probably my biggest regret about being homeschooled, is not having team sports.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you've got it now, and you
Yeah,
guys
well,
you're killing it. So
Thank
way
you.
to go.
Good job. That was a good game, and a lot of back and forth, it seemed like, in that
Yeah,
one.
it was
But
a lot of fun.
way
Yeah.
to come back and pull out the win, and 2 and 3 there. So
Yeah.
good job. Hope
Yeah.
to see you back up here.
All right, yeah, for sure.
Congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
So we are just about to get started. No, we are. It looks like maybe coming off from a timeout. No. Did they? I wonder why we are at 9:10 here. Are we replaying? We can't be replaying that point.
No,
are
I
we?
think they just haven't put up the. I don't know, because we haven't switched sides. It is a new game.
We
Okay.
are starting. We are starting a new game. We were just told in our ears there. So Bellinger and Falinowski did end up taking that game at 11-9. There we are, and we are at. Let's see if I can. I missed it. I missed the score there, but we'll try to get you guys a score update. Oh, no, maybe we were replaying that point. I think we might have been, because they just tapped paddles and walked off. So we'll try to find out that
we'll have to
answer.
figure out that information.
We will find that out and get back to you guys. In the meantime,
we have the Magsig brothers. All right, Bailey and Ben. Awesome.
Good job. Okay, so Bailey, Ben, and where are you guys from? What do you do for a living? Wait, we do not have you on here. There we are.
We're
There
both
we are.
from East Lansing. We grew up in Okemos. I sell sports cards for a living, and he sells real estate for a living.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
A couple fun careers that we chose, and then
Yeah.
pickleball as a side pro. Maybe, I don't know.
Awesome.
Any sports cards, or are you a particular?
He collects a lot of pickleball cards. He has some pretty expensive Anna Lee cards, some Ben Johns cards. You would be blown away by some of these cards. It's crazy.
I'm blown away that is a thing, like because I have heard about the pickleball card thing,
Have you?
but I didn't know it was like pricey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Some of them, it's crazy.
They came out with their rookie cards last year, like the first ever pickleball
Yeah.
set. So it had a rookie card logo on it. It was kind of fun, but it's fun to collect those.
That's cool. That's
those
very
cards.
unique.
Yeah.
Okay, so real estate cards. Do you have like a storefront or something?
So I teamed up with a company in New York, and we have 3 stores. We're live online 24/7 essentially. We have like 6 live streams going at all times.
Wow.
Couple of different platforms. It's a really cool business that we work on every day, all day.
Fun.
Yeah.
Who would have thought? Cereal tasters. We've had
Octopus trainers.
whatever.
That's
Card
right.
trainer.
That's right.
I love it all. I'm here for it all. Okay, so pickleball. Tell us about that game. You guys went to 3.
Yeah.
And what happened in the middle? But you guys pulled off a pretty hefty win there in game 3, the last game, yeah?
We did. Seth and Blake, they brought it today. We figured out, finally started hitting our third shot drops. We struggled a little bit in the second game, and that was really key, is that mid court. You can just get up to the kitchen.
Yeah.
And then trust your hands, anything can happen.
That's so true. That's so true. You can never downplay the benefit of a good third shot drop or drive, and then that middle transition zone is so crucial as well to get you up to the kitchen. So, who are you? Let's see. Who are you guys playing next? You guys will play Chris and Andrew. Yeah. Are you familiar with their game?
We've played them both, definitely. Not together, but we played them both.
Okay.
Yeah, many times.
Do you have strategy already in your head for
that
that
game? Yeah, a little
game?
something maybe.
Yeah, something up our sleeve.
I like
Hopefully.
it. Well, we look forward to watching that game, and good luck, you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Appreciate
much.
Congrats on your win, and hopefully we'll see you back.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for doing this, you guys.
All right, so we are at, I think I just heard him say 001. Well, we were told in our ears that they weren't replaying that. But I don't, if we can figure that out or what happened eventually, well, you know what, whoever wins this game, we'll just ask them.
Yes.
That's
We
what
love
will
the
happen.
opportunity.
We will ask them. That one was out. I think either way, it'll be interesting probably for them to go back and watch the replay and say, okay, is this in or out? I do like it though, like close matchups, and I said when they were starting this game, looking at left side here, I said when they were starting, any team can make it, even though like we're 3 seed and 6 seed. I do think anybody could take that one. Court 3. It looks like our #1 seed, Nick Romano and Casey Cullen. They are playing Aiden Fickle, Caleb Pasarelli.
This is a quarterfinal game.
Oh yes, quarterfinal game. And you know what? I love this for Aiden and Caleb because I think regardless, those two guys are going to have a ball playing the caliber of players that Nick Romano and Casey Cullen are. They are always studying the game, and I know that they're going to play to win regardless. And at the same time, win or lose, they are going to love the information that comes from it.
We are looking at youth versus experience a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Casey Cullen has had a lot of experience, tournament play. Nick Romano, of course, has played APP and some PPA. He's a great player. I think he's ranked in the top 10 in singles in the PPA Challenger Series.
Yeah. Was that one just out, do we think? Oh, no, must have called that one in. That must have been a clap on the paddle. Good shot. Oh, what a good redirect there with from Casey Cullen on the right side there. It looks like on our left side on center court,
Let's look at center court here.
Yep, Jaren and Jack are coming off to a strong start at 3-0. Ooh, he almost got that. That was so close. That's one of my that's one of my favorite shots too, is taking that right side ball, coming from the middle and firing that back down past behind the left side player. So Jack, I see you there. 0-3-2. So good run, good start there. A little bit of a miss there from Mariano. I think he had a missed return of serve a second ago, and a little missed ink here. So maybe out of, ooh, just out. Yep, I agree.
It's interesting. I'm seeing Jack and Jaron really using the third shot drop. You see a lot of the other guys often are using a third shot drive. So they seem to be slowing the game down a little bit, playing a little more controlled game.
I think, did you see that Mariano flipped his paddle upside down? And then couldn't, it seemed like if he flipped his grip, we didn't quite get it back to the forehand side. I don't know, I'm constantly telling my students to be careful about switching their grips and stuff, but that'd be kind of...
I think the circumstance with that is that Jaron is very deceptive, and I think he was expecting the ball on the other side.
Yeah.
And when it came quickly, he had no choice but to hit in that manner.
Yeah, like a scorpion, kind of like...
Yeah. Jaron can be very deceptive in his shots.
Yeah, he's got a lot of inside-out stuff, too. I still... You know, I ended up having to do back in his Revelin days. I did a video with him, and he was showing how to do like a inside out two-y. Still to this day, I haven't figured it out, even though he has a whole video about how to do it. We are on court 2 here with a new matchup in our quarterfinals. Yep. Andrew Fairbanks and Chris Walker versus the Magsig brothers, Ben and Bailey, who were just up here a second ago. If you heard that yelling, that was up here on center court.
I found it really interesting talking to the Magsigs because it was all about determining what the other team was doing.
Yeah.
They played their game according to what was going to beat the other team.
100%.
And, you know, sometimes it takes a little while to figure out what the other team is doing and make your plan. Sometimes you come in with your plan. But it's very important to use your strategy according to what you see. You can't just come in with, I have a plan to do this, because if it doesn't match the other team,
100%,
you're in trouble.
Yeah, 100%.
So take the time to figure out, you know, what is that team doing? What do they like to do? Where's their comfort zone? And then get them out of that comfort zone.
I was just chuckling because on the right side of our court here, Aiden had a pretty good aggressive dink, and Casey just went up and just made Aiden almost fall after doing that the point before. Just almost toying with him a little bit. It was just too
He's kind of a crafty
great.
character.
Yes, such great shots. Just like that one. Was that in? That was a great shot. Caleb's like, I learned that from you, Casey. Except from the right side. A little confusion on that bomb. Excuse me. So looking on our right side here, got Aiden serving on 1-6.
That is very surprising to me.
And then on the left side of the court, it looks like Bellinger and Falinowski are off to a strong start with 6-1.
So how much of a disadvantage on center court having a younger person, even though he's very experienced? Does he have the same patience, just as an age factor?
You know what? And what I've noticed actually on this court is that Jace is now playing left side. So they've taken Mariano off from left side, and they're putting Jace over there. So sometimes it's a matter of, hey, I'm messing up for whatever reason. We've got to minimize my space a little bit. So Jace seems to be hitting his drops pretty well. And so they've put him on the left side. And it looks like Jack and Jaron are now targeting the left side. So it's interesting strategy to me.
Well, that change of sides can be offensive or defensive. It can just be giving them something different to look at.
Right. 100%.
Taking them out of what they've decided they're going to do. Just making a change sometimes if you don't know what else to do and you're having a little struggle, make a change. See what happens.
Just long there.
So I see some fans there, guys. You know, I know we're on live stream and we're on Selkirk TV, and that's awesome. But boy, if you get a chance to come out here and see these guys live, it's electric. You really need to come on out if you get a chance. We want to thank All In because this is a fabulous event and a fabulous facility, and we appreciate our production people and Dan and McConnon and the group here at All In.
And again, excuse me. Looking here on the right side of our screen, Romano and Cullen are off to a strong start here with 8-2 start there. And we are at 8-2 on the left side of our court as well, or left side of our screen.
We're flip-flopped on seeds here. We have the number 1 seed folding on like a 1 at 9-2. And we have the number 2 seed having a little bit of a struggle.
3 there.
Except
3
that.
seed.
Except that.
Oof, just didn't quite make it. So Jack's taking the ball back, serving. We'll go to court 3. Check in on Romano Cullen. Great lob. Good gets, guys. And what do you?
Like I said, crafty.
Oh, and Caleb almost had it. I love it. That was a great point. That was a fun point. And they are on game point at 10-2 on the right side of our screen there. We're getting close to a game point on the left side here. And then on our right side, we did finish that game at 11-2. So we'll see what game 2 brings. But for now, we were on center court with our 3 and 6 seed. And at 4-9, we're serving 4-9, and I believe on a 1.
Quick hands there by Jack Bellinger. Powerful 2-hand backhand.
Very good speed up spot there.
That was a tough play off the net on the first ball.
Mm-hmm. Serving 5-9-2. Oh, what a ball.
Wow.
Painting lines. We haven't checked in on our court 2 in a while. Fairbanks and Walker are sitting at 5, with the Magsig brothers at 1. Good try. He got his pop up there and just didn't quite finish it. That happens. You can't get every ball. serving 9-6-2 on the left side of our court here. Net dribbler to finish that one. And going back to 6-9-1, Jace serving.
Slowing down that ball, trying to make them a little anxious.
Yep.
That was really smart.
Also a good leave. Like, he didn't even hesitate on that. Just super casual. It's out.
They are inching their way back into the game.
And that was some very well-placed dinks. To just a little extra pressure can go a long way. And it took him a couple extra dinks after that to get his put away, or his point there. Ooh, I do think it was in.
Nice shot.
Was it in or out?
It looked like it was in to me. Let's see where we go with that.
8-9-2 serving. I think that's probably the biggest advice I would give our, 3-0, 3-5, even maybe 4-0 players. Sometimes people are trying to finish the point a little too early, myself included in that sometimes. And sometimes it takes a little bit more effort to finish, set up your point, and then put the finish.
Very good
touches on it.
Very good timeout here at 9-9. Okay, let's see. 6-1. Fairbanks and Walker seem to have a good handle on this. But as we saw in the last match, the Magsig brothers took a game to figure out what to do, what their strategy needed to be. So we'll see how they match up. We'll see if they make any changes here.
They do seem like players who are constantly thinking about the game. I don't know them too well, but I could definitely see them being very intellectual about the game. That's a skill I admire very much. Noticing patterns early. And we have gone up to 9-9 on our center court game. Oh, what a shot.
Wow, that was a great shot. It was a great angle. He took enough pace off so that you can't just make a stab at it because it's not going to come off your paddle.
Yep, and that's one he could have sped up down the middle too. It's very smart just to do something different with it. Just out. So Bellinger and Falinowski, they do, I think, yep, they have a match point on the line here. Let's see if they can pull that out. Oh, and that's it.
Wow. Big win.
Matchup.
That was a fantastic match. We saw a little bit of everything, saw some strategy changes, pace changes. Great game.
We do have 2 games left in our quarterfinals. One of them being this one. We're at 8-2 here, which sounds a little surprising to me.
Yeah, but we saw the Magsigs do that in the earlier
You
match.
are right. Yep.
And I think they just need to figure out what they need to do and make their adjustments. And skill-wise, they're great players. They all are.
Yeah.
It's a good matchup.
Yep.
It's a good matchup.
Game 1, game
we
point.
have a game point here. Oh,
nice.
That was beautiful.
What a great drop, though, to set it up by Chris Walker.
Beautiful.
Andrew charging the line and saying, dude, if this pops up, I'm here. And that's exactly what happened. So we will see them up here in the winner's circle.
That's
nope.
That's game 1.
That's game 1. My bad. You're right.
It's okay. Here we are in game 2 now on court 3. with Romano and Cullen versus Fickle and Pasarelli. And Romano and Cullen seem to have a pretty good handle on this. These guys are very experienced, and they're #1 for a reason,
Yes.
#1 seed. And
Was that? Must have been just long.
out.
Looks like it could have been from way up here. I don't mind that speed up because it looks like Casey was moving towards the center. Just ended up clipping the net. You are going at the highest point of the net there, so just one of those things.
I want our players at home to notice these guys have power, but look at their short swings. They're keeping their paddle out in front, especially on the dinks and those transition zone shots. You know, if you're taking a full out ground stroke, you know, you can take a big swing. But keeping that paddle in front and keeping your swing short is really going to get you a long ways. It's something to really work on in your game.
Short swings is so crucial, Larry. Very good point. Ooh, Caleb's just sitting on that ball.
Low backhand. That's game and match for Romano and Cullen over Fickle and Pasarelli. Beautiful.
Oh. So we are taking a look right now at a couple of the points of the match of our winners here. Jaron and Jack,
That's
what a tough
big win, boys.
matchup.
That's tough, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm too old for this.
I don't know. I said, Jack.
Thank you for young blood.
No, dude, young blood's getting you in trouble.
No.
First of all, no, it did not mean any disrespect whatsoever. I was just, honestly, I blacked out. I was just in the moment. I don't know what happened. Yeah. But hey, we won.
Yeah.
So one of the things we want to know is in the second game of the match, something happened at 10-9, and we couldn't figure out up here what was going on. Can you explain that to us?
We kind of we looked at each other, and you know, we've competed in other things before, like, you know, like sometimes we're down in cornhole, and we're just like, all right, like what are we gonna do to adjust? We just relaxed, like we're fine with being underdogs. I like coming back from behind, and I know he does too. He's a grinder, so we kind of just were like, we're gonna play our game, we're gonna dink, we're gonna wait for some speed ups, and we're gonna counter our asses, our butts off.
So did you end up, okay, because we had interviews up here at the time, and we had looked down because we had thought the game was over. So did you end up replaying?
So Mariano hit overhead, and we both saw it out.
It was the hardest hit overhead I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. So everyone else said it was in, so we just reversed our call and then gave them the side out to replay.
Boys, sportsmanship.
It was, No, I don't like losing, especially if it's that close of a call.
Yeah, no, I wasn't going to have that
I saw some space, but I mean, the ball's so fast. It could have hit like 3 feet in and then actually skid, right?
Yeah,
he's like Spider-Man. He can get to every ball.
It's that McAllister's Deli sandwiches, that's for sure. Fueled me up.
Oh, my God.
So,
oh, my goodness.
But, yeah, that's pretty much what happened there. I like to play with character and integrity. So
100%.
I mean,
job,
it's pickleball. I'm just here for fun. That's what I was telling people down there. Like, I'm just here for fun. Like whatever happens, happens. So
I'm here to compete.
Yeah.
Well, no one wants to win on a call like that anyway, right? If you're not,
No.
I give you guys kudos for that.
Yeah.
Great job.
Thank
Great
you.
job.
Jack, I'm here for a little bit of the sass and the chirping, so I was getting a kick out of that. When you came up here and apologized, I was like, uh-oh.
No. Listen, like off the court, I try to be very nice. On the court, I'm just like, I just
a madman.
I just want to win.
Yep. So you can see here in our semifinals, Bellinger and Falinowski did get the upset here with the 6 seed beating the 3 seed. Congrats, guys.
Oh, I wanted Casey.
Oh, yeah, I wish I would have walked off the court if it was a Jack and Casey chirp off.
We
might get into the finals.
Well, you still have a chance, right?
Maybe.
So you have a chance to do that.
So right now you are heading into a matchup with
Pereira and Stafford.
That's easier, yeah.
Pereira. Okay. And we are waiting for our quarterfinal, this game to be wrapped up here before we decide who else is in our semifinals here.
Okay.
So you guys are going into your game with Joe and Lucas. Anything that you're thinking ahead of time in strategy? You guys got a plan in mind, or see how it goes?
Play our game
and try to breathe and not die.
Yeah.
Well, I found that you were coming to the net, as Jack had mentioned after the first game.
Yeah. Oh, he dropped some money. It was like
I know.
It was
like Jack was giving me side eyes.
Every time he hit a drop, it reminded like I heard the song "Drop in the Ocean" play. It was just so good.
Wait, I was saying earlier, just wait till you watch it back. It was like getting up to the net, Jaron.
Yeah. No, I know. I know. Trust me, I felt it.
I love it.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you,
Well,
Scoop.
great job, guys.
Well,
Appreciate it.
congratulations. We'll see you back up here. Good luck, guys. I love it. They're fun. Good dudes.
They are fun. They are good people. Good lesson to be learned.
100%. Yeah, 100%. I really good integrity. So, yeah, we were super confused there for a minute because we were talking about the interviews and we looked down and they didn't switch sides and we're like, what happened? So I'm glad to have gotten clarity on that. And if good sportsmanship is involved, that's always a positive thing.
I think there's nothing like sportsmanship, and I think everybody can learn from that. And they should be really proud of themselves, and I am. I love to see that. They're a good example for everybody. So
yeah, I think everybody can get, a little riled up. It happens, but
and like you said, this ball is moving very fast, and you're turning to look at it. Everyone tries to make the best call that they can make. I trust these guys. They're all good sports, but sometimes, we all can miss a call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And way to not lose their cool when they, because I've experienced that before too. You question somebody on a call. I thought it was in. They call it out. It's like, are you sure? And sometimes people have gotten a little bit aggressive about it. And so good on them to not even kind of just okay, if this is something that everybody is saying, I don't want to win on this point.
Right.
So good on them.
One of the things that's really interesting in this game is the angle that you look at the ball can totally tell a different story.
100%, yeah.
So it is hard to question someone else. I mean, you might feel like you saw something, and they feel like they saw something. So it is the team's call that's receiving the ball, that's playing the ball, I should say, unless you have a referee. But actually, the referee's job here is to watch the kitchen line. It is not to watch the in and out balls. Now, should they happen to see it, they can call it. But their main focus is the kitchen line.
Yeah, and there's probably no way that they can see, that overhead. If Jack was saying if it was a really hard hit ball, faster than he's ever seen.
Right.
That's hard. That's not going to get overturned.
These are fiery players, people. These are fiery players.
Well, it looks like the Magsigs are off to a little better start than they were last time. And they are up 5-3 right now. So we'll see if they can pull a few back together.
Yeah, in their last match, they talked about the adjustments that they made and the strategy changes and recognizing what the other team was doing and what they had to do to combat that. So, I think that's where we are. I think we're seeing that come to fruition for them. A little different view on the game from the top.
I just had my friend Carlos send me an audio recording of how to say Lucas's last name. Thank you, Carlos. So funny. He cracks me up. Funny dude. I'm still probably not going to get it right. It's going to be like Seth's last name. I'm going to have to write it out phonetically, then maybe I'll get it. It's just sometimes people's names get mixed up.
Well, we live in America where there's a million different names.
Yes.
Looks like we have a timeout here, 5-5.
And we are getting started on our center court here. If we can, I don't know if we can go there while our court 2 is in their timeout. Maybe not. There we are.
There we go. If we can look at center court, that'd be great.
I think we just had a foot fault called on someone here. Ooh, nice hands, Jack. You know what? And so, yeah, this is actually a new matchup starting. So
we're in the semifinals.
Yes. Lucas Pereira.
Pereira.
I thought this was going to be the time. Okay, and Joe playing Jack and Jaron. Jack Bellinger and Jaron Falinowski. I think this is going to be a great matchup too. I really do. I think this is, they're very evenly matched here. And just wide. So their dupers, they're all in the...
They're very
yes,
close.
Yes, they're all close. And so, you know, that's where it gets tough with the seeding when it's like a 5-3-5 versus a 5-4-2. You know what I mean? They're all just so super close.
One of the things about the ratings these days, though, is that some of these guys with their athletic prowess maybe haven't been playing that long, don't have the number of matches to raise their duper quickly, but yet they're still great players.
100%, yeah.
So that duper doesn't necessarily reflect their skill. All right, they're finding the holes out there. So on court 2, we are changing the guard there. Magsigs were up, and now they're down.
I do, Andrew and Chris, Fairbanks and Walker, it looks like they are kind of playing a little bit more of a slower game. I know I've seen Chris play Speed Up City before. I know he's capable of that too. So it's just really interesting to me. I think some of the best players, in my mind, can really play any style of pickleball.
Yes.
You know, is it speed up time? Is it drive time? Is it third shot drop and dink time?
Yeah, dynamic players. They can make adjustments on the fly. They can, see what's happening across the court from them, and they don't just play one game. You'll see the lower seeds. They usually have a game. They're a power team.
Mm-hmm.
They're a defensive team. They're a soft shots. But when you get to the upper seeds, these guys are incredibly dynamic and can make changes accordingly.
Ooh, just long on the return of serve there on the left side of your screen. We are looking at 7-2-2.
Court 2, they're tied up, 7-7. Some finesse play here.
Yeah, that's more like a 4 or 5 seed game is a 7-7, right? Like that's a little bit closer of a matchup there. Good, Jack's getting him.
Yeah, on center court.
A little flex from Jaron there on center court. Nice hands, guys. Good hands.
Nice replay there.
Still stuck on 7-7 on the right side of our screen there.
They're just battling it out.
That was a yell from Jack Bellinger on the left side of your screen. They finally got off of 2. Try to see if they can pull a few points together and lessen that. There's another. Lessen that.
Love Jack's comment of, I'm a nice guy off the court, but when I'm on the court, I want to win.
That was a great speed up too. The cross court speed ups are a little risky, and it takes a really good player in front of, or next to you to be able to handle a cross court speed up, because that is almost always going to go to your partner. So that's a lot of faith in your partner to be able to handle that. That's one of the things we get on in our students at lessons is, you know, when we're talking about the 2-5-3-0-ish level, that's probably not a little speed up that you want to do cross court. That's going to pretty much go right into your partner's chest. However, when we're talking about the 5-0 plus level, that's something you can start to do.
Different strategies at every level.
Yeah. And that's just the thing with watching, you know, the pros and these guys, all the TPNs, you know, some of these strategies are very specific to the level of play that these guys are playing, right? About the court coverage and the angles and resets and your partner's ability and all that stuff can have a factor on how you play or who you play to or your court positioning.
That being said, all of these guys have the basics, and that's where you have to start. You have to have a great base of play.
Jack let that ball go on the left side of your court in last point, and he said, "I'm skinny, I'm sorry." That's the same guy, folks. Sailed the ball long. So funny.
He is cute. He's a funny fellow. I can say that because I'm a lot older than he is.
It's acceptable. So they are at 6'10". So they have come back a little bit and narrowed that gap there. They were at 8'2" there for a minute. Great hands, though. We do have, it looks like match point on court 2 on the right side there.
Still a very, very close game. Let's see.
Ooh, he had the pop up there. So looking like it's going to be Chris Walker serving at 10-9-2, if I were to guess, for their match point. See if they can pull that together here. Great shot.
That was just a great hold off. Man.
Good match win.
They redirect that ball.
A little flip
Beautiful.
out. Yeah, behind the left side player there. Great shot. So that means all of our matches should be into our semifinals now. We will soon see Chris and Andrew playing Nick and Casey. But before that happens, before we do our little interview here, let's take a short break a second. We are back and on our center court. Did it look like Lucas got his paddle on that ball, yeah?
Yep.
Oopsies. Oops. Yes, Jack, we agree. Hit it. 2-0-2 serving here.
Pereira and Stafford seem to be in their groove now.
Strong start by our 2 seed at 5-0. Good point. Jack, of course, says way out. I don't mind that. You should try to get yourself a little momentum here as you're down 0-5. I think that's their first point, so they're...
It is. On the board.
Coming out of the hole there. Nice. Sometimes those net balls are super hard to get, but he pulled that one out. Oh, so close.
It's definitely a battle out there.
I love how sometimes Jack is playing left side from the right side. Right? Like he's just kind of getting aggressive and getting in there.
He is long.
Really close. All right, and we are up here with our winners, Andrew and Chris. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Good job, guys. Thanks. Well done. And you guys had it seemed like if I remember right, pretty easy win in game 1. Game 2 seemed like neck and neck the whole time. So what was the difference there between game 1 and game 2 for you guys?
I think game 1, our plan that we went out with, we executed it well, and then game 2, I think they came out a little more aggressive. They're both great players, a great team, and they had a few pulls on us, and made some great shots. Ben had a great lob, but he floated in there. So I think they got a little momentum, but we just said, hey, let's just keep sticking to the game plan. Let's just keep making a lot of balls, and luckily we were able to prevail. Andrew came up really big when we needed him. Great fast hands, a lot of good putaways. So yeah, thanks to Andrew for pulling us over there.
Hey, thanks for dinking well.
Nice job.
Thanks for dinking well. I love it. And do you guys prefer, one kind of a game over the other? Like if you were to play, a speed up ball or what's kind of like your style, would you say?
I prefer like a good balance. Like, a little bit of, when you're getting a little bit of everything, I think that's fun. Sometimes if it's just too soft or, just all so aggressive, I kind of like that nice sweet spot where you got a good little chess match going.
Yeah, nice. For sure.
100%.
Well, you guys are facing Nick and Casey next. So, mental strategy going into that one.
We both know Nick and Casey, great guys, great players. So we got we're from Milford. We rode up together. We had a little strategy talk. We hoped we would be in this position. So we got a game plan, and we're gonna go try to execute it for you.
I like it.
Excellent.
All right. Well,
we can't wait to see it.
Yep, and I had to get back up here so I could say hello, Mom and Dad, watching from Florida.
Oh,
maybe
fantastic.
even Millie and Rob Jones out in Milford. So hello.
Awesome.
I love it. Awesome.
Well, good luck on your
luck,
next
guys.
match.
Appreciate it.
Congratulations
Yes,
on this one.
Thank you so much.
Well, he got his hi mom in.
He did, in Florida.
That's cute.
Very important.
I love it. She's probably beaming from Florida.
I'm sure she is. And telling her friends.
Yeah. My kid's famous. He's on TV.
Well, her kid's famous in her eyes
Yeah,
all the
absolutely.
time.
So
That's
am
the thing
I.
about
Yeah.
being a mom. Our kids are the most important things.
Yeah.
So no matter how old they get.
So a little timeout, maybe. Yeah, we are at a quick 9-3. So this game, I think this has gone fast for me, right? And I think these points are pretty quick, and maybe they're creating a little bit of pressure here. I know we just had an interview, so we weren't entirely watching, but.
We have Bob Trout as our referee on this match, doing a great job. We're very grateful for these talented people who come out and work these matches.
Shoot, that's unfortunate coming off a timeout, and Sticking the ball in the net. Ooh, just gets that one back. We are serving match point on 10-3-2 from Lucas here. And they do save that.
Great defense there by Jaron. Fast hands. He was well prepared.
Way out. .410. Anything is possible.
He is really ripping that ball well.
Serving 4-10-2. Almost had it. Almost. Match point again. They held him once. We'll see if we can hold him again here, or if this will be game over. What a shot. That was a great,
That was a great
aggressive
match.
match.
It was a great match. And Jaron and Jack did a great job. They won up on their last match, and I think they played very well.
They did. So our number two seed is going to be moving on here. Jaron and Jack are, yeah, they made a great run there.
Yes.
So kudos to them. And yeah,
we have a great group of people here tonight. As you can see, milling around. This is just such a wonderful venue and a wonderful event. I can't say that enough. If you have an opportunity to come out and watch, please do it. And we're grateful to Elders Helpers for powering this whole program up for us. And, you know, we love the fact that we have some live and you can sit at home in your living room and watch, but when you come out here, it's a new experience. Come on out and watch, folks.
we are just about to start our second semifinal game here, but yeah, so we'll quick introduce these players for you a second. We are looking at
the number one seed.
Not quite right here on the bottom, almost. Nick Romano, Casey Cullen, and Andrew Fairbanks, Chris Walker. Nick and Casey, or Romano and Cullen, are on the far side. Fairbanks and Walker are closer to us here on the screen. This is our number one and our number 4 seed. Looking at our semifinals, and we are here with our first semifinal winner, Lucas and Joel. Welcome back, guys.
Thank you.
That seemed like a fast game. We had an interview up here, and all of a sudden it was almost about finished. So, what was your strategy? Kind of just going in and more power than anything?
Yeah, I think we wanted to get off to a quick start. Our saying for the day is sustain the level. We know if we play a high level, we're going to be tough to beat. So if we just keep playing good points, point in, point out, we like our chances.
Yeah. Talk about going into this, the winner of this match here. Are you you're going to go down and watch for strategy, watch for holes in the game? Are you kind of familiar with all the players that you're about to potentially face?
Yeah, we've watched them already. We've spent some time here.
Yep, exactly.
We want to win.
Is it coming back for revenge, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, all these guys are good.
Yeah, we're all
100%.
we all want to be good, and we're all trying to win this one, and we kind of knew that one seed going into it was going to be tough to beat.
Yeah.
I know Joe played them last week, and he had a tough result against them. So I think Joe wants it. I know I want it. So we just got to go get it. Yeah.
Go get it. All right, guys.
All right.
You have anything, Lori?
No. Get your hydration.
Yeah.
Get ready. It's going to be a great match. Can't wait to watch it.
Yeah.
Good luck.
It'll be a
We're looking
good
forward.
match.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
Good luck. Well, it looks like Nick Romano and Casey Cullen are off to a pretty good start here at 2-0. Chris Walker serving 0-2-1. Just a little dink error. Those are the kind of errors, though, when you're facing a team like this #1 seed team, those are costly. And I know you can't get every point, but our 1 seed doesn't capitalize on that kind of stuff. Serving 2-0-1 from Nick Romano here. Now it'll be 3-0-1. Oh, good inside out. Such a good shot. That's a shot that I would love to figure that out. His favorite shot we just saw was that banana ATP, which we have seen here before on a past TPN. I have seen him do it on championship court. I happened to be announcing that day, and we were just talking about that shot, and he happened to do it. It was pretty cool. It was when he goes all the way out from the left side and forehands an ATP from the left side, like a banana.
Again, he's a crafty player.
Crafty. Such a good way to put it. Nick Romano, Duper 5.84. Favorite shot is the drop. And I wonder, I think he's talking, is he talking third shot drop? Or
I think
is he
he's talking
just
about
like a dump shot from?
No, I think he's talking about a third shot drop.
Okay. I mean, that's, yeah, pretty, it's a, quite a normal shot to have that be your favorite shot. You know what I mean?
But you have to, it's one of the hardest shots in the game.
Totally, yes. Most people are like my banana ATP, you know?
Yeah, the spectacular shot that you only hit once.
Yeah.
Maybe. Or the shot that you have to hit over and over to keep yourself in the game.
Andrew Fairbanks, he's got a pretty tough duber, looking like 5, 6, 8. Just a little bit long. Yeah. I do agree. That was just a hair long. And then seeing Chris Walker here, forehand drive. Favorite shot, Duper 502. All right, they got to string some together here. Another inside out finish. It's so deceptive because you think he might be going down the middle or coming right at you, but whoop, there it goes. Just opposite of what you're thinking.
Susan is our referee, along with Bob Trout. Susan Delahunty, and she is incredibly professional, clear, concise, focused on the game. These referees are doing a great job tonight. We're very grateful for them.
And we are on 8-0. 9-0. Correction. What do you think, Lori? Do you think they can pull out a pickle?
It's kind of looking like it, unfortunately. I don't want to will it on anybody.
The announcer's curse.
Yeah, but these guys. Yeah, Casey also, we talked about the Michigan Pickleball League, and Casey is part of the Vipers, the Detroit Vipers. So you can see he's wearing his jersey. Chris, and of course Chris is the originator, and it's kind of a nice little thing going on between the two of them there.
Zero 9-1. Now or never. Ooh, there's one.
There we go. No
There's
pickle,
one.
thank goodness, no pickle. Now let's see if they can just keep this run going.
Oof. They had a few high balls there, which is rare from our one seed. Just couldn't quite capitalize on putting that ball down. But I do love the power that Chris was coming at him with. Love to see him try that again and see if they can kind of finish the point there. All right, there we go. We're getting fired up.
They found that opening as soon as Casey left the court there. He could not get back.
Yeah. Good on Andrew to be ready for that deceptive shot. I think he's kind of learning to stay a little bit closer to the left line there. Ooh, nice.
Great play.
I'm always a fan of a good Ernie.
Great play. He read that so well.
Here we go.
They're waking up.
They are. So we went from 0-9 to 4-9. I will take it.
They got here for a reason.
Yep. Five. All right, let's go, guys.
Momentum. They've got the momentum.
That's a good timeout. I like that call.
Yeah, they will hope to break that momentum. It can swing. It is a game of momentum, and it's hard to get once you lose it, so.
I think Andrew and Chris are coming with a little bit of fire, a little bit of heat. I see Chris getting aggressive in his thirds and putaways here, so seems to be kind of working.
I think they're kind of getting a feel of the timing of Casey's entrusting shots.
Yeah.
And it's given them a little confidence to go ahead and put it away. They found the hole several times now.
That's a tough return of serve and makes for a difficult third shot drop.
There you have a successful timeout.
Yeah, that's just such a tough ball. You don't expect that one back at your feet. A counter back at the kitchen line on your feet. That's a tough shot to pick up.
Yeah.
Great
Wow, that
redirect.
was beautiful. We saw him do that in the last match very successfully.
Great ball.
Wow. Okay.
Well, and then all of a sudden our 2 points are done.
We have game.
They had a great comeback, though.
Yes.
Coming from 0-9 and then to come up to 5, they had quite a run.
Well,
just
you know,
a little bit too late.
0-9, you're feeling a little pressured to not get pickled. And I think they did a great job composing themselves, finding the openings, and still putting the pressure on. Because they put that pressure on, it's going to make Cullen and Romano think in the second game.
Sure. Yep.
You know, they were making a little run. It's different if they would have scored 5 at the beginning and not scored again. It would be an opposite feeling. But right now, that 5 they scored, I think it's going to make them stay on task. So, you know, if you're watching the other player, I say Casey's very crafty, but if you are a player, watch your opponent's hips and watch their paddle. Those things don't lie. If you can not be deceived by all the other jiggy jag and just keep your focus on their hips don't lie. They
There's
can't
a song
do something
about that,
crazy.
you know? That's immediately what went in my head when Susie said their hips don't lie. I was like, oh. That's my brain.
We're gonna have to find a clip.
Welcome to Jenna's brain. I think in songs sometimes. All right, starting our game 2. Oh, shoot. With a long return to serve. That's unfortunate. But hopefully they can pull it together. Get a stop right away and see what they can make happen. Just wide there. That was closer than I thought it was going to be. Casey leaned out of it like, that's out for sure. But that was,
The more you play, the better you read.
Yeah. I mean, that's, I guess, what a 6+ duper gets you, right?
I think so.
Ooh, he had a pop-up. We are actually a 3-0.
3-0-2.
And I believe it's 4.
4-0-2.
Yep. Ref Susan says 4-0-2. Hopefully we can get that score updated. There we go.
Oh, that's a great drop from the baseline. But that's just a great angle. Wow.
Also, good Bert. Good timeout. It's so hard coming from the first game, having the same thing of being behind. And they were able to string it together last time, but hopefully they can figure it out here.
Hopefully they can get it before 9. That's once it gets, you can always come back.
Mm-hmm.
But the bigger the deficit, the more difficult and the more you start to press yourself, and it becomes very complicated. you start to try to do things you don't normally do. Maybe you try shots that aren't in your bag, and you know, because you really want to do anything that you can to get on the scoreboard. Crafty and silly.
You can do that at 5-0, I guess. We'll take it. He's still smiling about it. Again, I'm here for the sass. I kind of like it sometimes, as long as it doesn't get out of hand.
That was a surprise shot.
Yeah, I think he had it. He was looking back at him like at the line, like maybe out, but I think he had to hit it.
Look at their paddle preparation. Look.
It's a great place, well-placed ball. Ooh, did he get it? Oh, we can't quite see it.
Yeah, I think he just got it.
Yeah, must be, because it's on a 2 now, so.
Oh, that was nice. Great hands there, Nick.
Good reach. I think a lot of people don't understand, like when your partner's coming up at this level, you gotta cover the middle. So Nick Romano did a great job showcasing that. However, again, levels, not something I would say to a 3-0 player to sit in the middle of the court till your partner comes up. All circumstantial, guys. What a great shot.
That was beautiful.
He's gone behind Casey quite a few times already tonight, and that's
I think
working.
he's recognizing Casey's not playing a classic position. He's inviting him to do that.
Yeah.
And he's shown that he can. And then there's the advantage of closing that middle off.
There they go. That's how it started last time. A long return of serve, I believe. And now we are on 1-6. Just shy. So we are sitting a little bit better at 1-6, or it would be 6-1. Nick Romano serving, 6-1.
Hitting that ball off the hip, you know, very hard ball to play.
Mm-hmm.
Going right at that right hip. You see how he's going in that right shoulder area at about 50 to 60%, probably 50% pace.
Mm-hmm.
And he just can't play it back. It's so much about where you hit the ball. It doesn't have to be power.
Yeah. And they're doing a good job of, Nick and Casey are doing a good job of just keeping the pressure on. One thing I would love to see Andrew and Chris do if I was coaching them, which they are so much better than me, but they got to put a little bit more pressure. Oh, yeah, we did just see Casey's banana ATP. I would love to see them push a little bit more on their keep back shots. Right now they're kind of just blocking and that's it, and that causes almost like a dead ball. And to Nick and Casey type players, they can take that dead ball and pretty much fire it anywhere they want to.
Oh, there we
and
go.
that ends our
game.
That ends our
end match for the semifinal on center court.
But yeah, they just got a little bit conservative there at the end, and I just would have loved to see them put more balls at feet. You know, I I tell my students, give them a pedicure with the ball. But
let's face it, these guys, that ball's coming at them incredibly hard. And, I mean, the number...
It is. And we do see Dan McConnell. I don't know if he's given Nick a few tips here. I like it. Spilling all the secrets. But one of the guys behind the scenes here, great job, Dan. Thanks for all you do. Keeping everybody in line, organized.
He's just making pickleball in West Michigan an amazing thing. And he's so committed to it.
I love it.
We all appreciate it.
You guys can see us up there too. We are going to just roll right into the finals, so we will see that game coming up here shortly. That'll be a great match. Our number 1 seed and our number 2 seed, as predicted with the seedings here. 1 and 2. So that'll be a great matchup.
Yeah.
And as like when Lucas and Joe were up here earlier, you know, kind of wanting the revenge. So I think, you know, I haven't watched all the TPNs, but if they have played each other before, I know Casey has won a lot on his side of things. I don't know all of who he's partnered with before, but it seemed like I got the impression that they have, Lucas and Joe have not had a winning result against Casey yet.
You know, I'm not really sure about that. I do know that they've played each other, and I know that they're ready for what's coming. I think that it's not going to be any surprises.
Seems like they had a plan in mind.
I think they have a plan. I think they have a strategy for it. I think they probably made their strategy for that particular game, just kind of knowing the way, the caliber of Romano and Cullen. I think we're going to see some interesting things because I think their game's a little bit different. Joe has just been coming on strong. I saw him a couple weeks ago and was very impressed with his play. And it seems to be carrying on today. So, yeah.
Before we get started on our final matchup, let's take a quick break first.
Okay. We are getting ready for our finals match between Romano and Cullen and Pereira and Stafford. Number 1, Romano and Cullen. Nick has played on the APP Tour, then the PPA Challenger Series. He's in the top 10 on the PPA Challenger Series. He won the Kitchen Open in Austin, Texas with Connor Mogul. He's also a graduate of Spring Arbor College, and we've got a group of powerhouse players from Spring Arbor, Connor Mogul, Monica Wynn, and he is a pro at Barton Hills Country Club. Casey Cullen attended Western Michigan University, played tennis. He's from Royal Oak at this time. He's the captain of the Detroit Vipers of the Michigan Pickleball League and has played in many professional matches with the APP. So we are in for a great match, folks.
We are in for a treat, that's for sure. We'll have to see if we get another 68-shot rally.
It would be fun, wouldn't it?
I mean, right? Yep. Lucas says, let's roll. So I think we're about to get started.
They are ready to go. We do have a wonderful referee team. I know I've mentioned this before, Bob Trout and Susan. They're fantastic. They're clear. They're concise. They practice their craft. And we just want to shout out and thank them for working so hard today.
Yes, thank you, refs.
They're coming out ready.
What you guys might have not heard was all day. I don't know what the second part was, but that's awesome. Again,
let's go.
I'm here for a little bit of chirping. I do think the pressure is starting out strong is a good.
If they get Casey going.
Oh, yes. Watch out. This will be entertaining.
We're going to really have something.
Casey said, oh, yeah, big mouth. But listen, if you, like you said, if you get Casey going.
Yeah.
But if you give it, you got to be able to take it. That's what it's part. There's part of me that thinks it is part of the game. If at this level, if you can get in somebody's head, I mean, these guys are all friends, though, at the end of the day.
Yeah. Well, I think that there's two ways for people to get excited on the court.
Yeah.
One is for yourself and your own team. And one is the person who's saying something to the other team. So.
Yep. I think this will be a very chirpy game regardless, because every single point we have had somebody commenting or chirping a little bit. We are serving 2-0-1, so we are seeing our number one seed behind a little bit for the first time all night. I think for the first time all night, Madam. Pretty sure. We've had pretty strong wins against teams thus far.
I think we're getting a little tension on
yes,
the court.
100%. I can feel it up here.
And that's what I'm talking about. There's you going for your own thing, talking to your partner, encouraging your partner, or saying something to the other team.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I think these guys they're just up for it. They were excited about it.
That was a great shot going behind Lucas there. Just caught him maybe a little off guard. Great shot. Lucas is being pretty brave, speeding up at Casey. And a few times.
You know, I
like
think
it.
they have to play. They can't be afraid.
For sure.
They have their game plan.
Yes.
And I think they are executing it.
Great shot. They definitely, Lucas and Joe definitely have momentum right now, 100%. I'm actually surprised that Casey and Nick haven't called the timeout quite yet. Ooh, there's one stop.
I think Lucas and Joe had a little bit of time in between games here, between matches. They might have had a little opportunity to refresh a little bit more.
And sometimes for some people that can be a good thing or a bad thing. You know, I think for me, if I was sitting, that probably wouldn't be a good thing for me.
Well,
for these young guys,
I don't think they had that much time, and I think
Yeah.
on the long night like this, they need to get their hydration.
Refresh.
They need to have a little something for energy. And
Interesting. Looks like Nick and Casey are kind of reverse stacking here, where Casey is on right side, Nick is on left side, which is different than what they have done all night. That was a great speed up from Lucas there, going right down the middle. That's the only downside about reverse stacking is every once in a while, you get one snuck through the middle there. Great defense and great putaways. Unbelievable defense. Just getting ball back after ball back. Even that one, so good.
these guys are athletic and powerful.
And there's the inside out.
I think it's the shot I dislike the most. When it just dribbles and there's nothing you can do.
I know. Great speed up. Lucas just wasn't quite ready for that one.
Oh, he was going for a big angle there.
Yeah.
Just rushed himself a little bit.
I think it would have been a great shot. Just caught it in the net. But yeah, that was going to be a good, I think a good pressure shot. It's the right idea. I like it.
We got a timeout here. Romano and Cullen pulling ahead. These young boys have a lot of fire. They may just have to settle down a little bit.
I did like the kind of force, if you will, that Lucas and Joe came out with. And I think Casey and Nick are kind of starting to figure it out. And perhaps the reverse stacking is helping with that as well, you know? Yeah, he was ready for that one.
He was ready that time. That one was just a little bit higher. He got a little too high on that.
Lucas is like, bro, what are you doing? Speeding up from almost off the court. Maybe that's not what he said, but that's what I would have said.
Wow.
Good get. Unbelievable. Unbelievable get.
I mean, they just had such great defense, and then
to come right
trickery.
back into the point.
Yeah.
And then whoop. So good. Great shot. We're 7-1. We'll see if they can string a few together here.
They just have to keep their heads about them.
Mm-hmm. Great hands. I do love Lucas's. I've commented about this before. He kind of creeps over a little bit playing right side. He kind of seems like he loves to help out from the right side, which I love. I like watching people play left side from the right side.
Well, if he's quick enough to get back, which
Yep.
he is, he closes off that whole center and forces them to hit where he's wanting them to hit. He's ready to play that ball if they go there. You hear them mentioning to each other, we have to keep with our strategy. The one thing, Casey does a lot of talking, and I think it gets younger players incited. They just have to keep within themselves and not let that get to them.
I think it can feed a team like this too. You know, they can use it because like Lucas was saying to Joe earlier, more energy. You know, so they can sometimes feed off of that, and if they find somebody is kind of chirping back at them, it can bring them more energy too. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. It has settled down a little bit in here. It got hot there for a second, and then they, okay, everybody's fine.
Yeah.
So we are on 7-6-1. Oh, unfortunate net.
So tough.
Just long on the serve there. Serving 8-6 on 2. Good point.
Yeah, he was ready for that ball up the line. Joe was.
Oh, he almost just got on the net and just barely. Quick shoe tie. We're in the middle.
So what you just saw happen was that these guys are stacking and they're switching, and they were set up on the wrong side to receive the serve.
He was everywhere. That was a crazy point. Unbelievable.
So if you're players that are newer to the game, if you watch these guys, they're constantly communicating. If you see them put their paddle up, put their hand behind their paddle, either an open hand or a closed hand, that's communication between the two players. They're telling the other partner whether or not they're going to switch sides or stay on their own side.
Sometimes they can even go as far as a communication about a return of serve, where they want the return of serve to go.
Oh, absolutely. Or there's more to it than that. There's faking, there's switching, there's where to put the return. Baby.
I think it looked like he got him in the net. I know Joe apologized right away, and Nick kind of nodded him off. So sometimes that happens in the game. That's part of the game, unfortunately. It doesn't seem like anybody intentionally goes for the head, but sometimes it happens.
Yeah, I don't think anybody goes for the head, especially in this group of guys. These are good sports. And do they go for the body? Yes, that's part of the game.
Yeah, maybe a shoulder and maybe a
shoulders,
head a little bit
hips,
too high.
feet, but they're not going for the head.
Hopefully not anymore. We're getting the benefit of the doubt, right?
So, folks, we see these guys out here with no glasses on. Safety glasses are critical.
Do you wear them, Lori?
I have them. I don't wear them as much as I should.
Yeah.
One of the things I do is wear my baseball cap.
Yeah.
And also, that visor is a little bit of protection.
For sure. Yeah. I've been wearing glasses for about a year and a half. I just got hit in the head too many times. I had a bruised nose for a minute, a bruised forehead. And we are at 9-8. Let's see what
we knew this was going to be a good game.
And they are on a 1 as well. So 9-8-1 that serve was.
Wow.
I like that. That was Lucas just saying, hey, that one didn't matter. Yep. Next point. That's keeping your teammate focused right there. I like that. Ooh, just missed it off of the net.
That changed direction for him.
All right, we'll see if Nick and Casey can come back a little bit here, come back from their one point down behind.
Now this is neck and neck.
Second serve. Eight, 9-2.
Around the post there. Tried to defend it, but he went to the back corner. That's tough to play.
What a shot. It's one of the downfalls of coming that far over to drive. To Casey's credit, if you can beat Joe to the kitchen line, why not? But he was there, so the unfortunate cost. Sometimes you got to take risks. We are at 10-9.
There's a lot of energy out here, folks. This is why you have to come and see these matches in person. We have a timeout by Romano and Cullen, trying to ice them for the last point.
A little bit of chirping between them. I think that's the key right there. Is can you stay focused through that, or are you gonna let the other guy get in your
Can't let him get in your head.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot let him get in your head. And Casey is a get in your head kind of guy.
Okay, so
see,
we are at 10-9, and I think it would be a 1, right? Because Joe is serving.
I believe
I'm
so.
pretty sure. We'll see what Susan says. 10-9-1.
Oh, great shot. You cannot get that ball up at the kitchen. These guys are going to take advantage of every single thing.
I don't know if you guys can hear that. Lucas is saying, Joe, it doesn't matter.
Wow. That was some kind of play. These guys are hungry for it. That was just great defense because he was pounding that ball.
Unbelievable defense.
I tried the Ernie there, but they were waiting on it. You know, you have to be careful because you do leave that whole court open.
Yeah, you got to put that away. 10-10-2, though. Ooh, they had the pop up there, just missed the put away.
Game point. Here we go. Let's see. Let's see if they can defend it. You can hear Lucas and Joe down there. They are talking to each other, communicating.
And loud enough to where the other side can hear. Again, I think part of that is strategy. That's a well-placed ball. So it'll be, yep, 10-11-2. Yeah, great shots indeed.
Yeah.
Great hands, what a point.
All right, these guys they are so hungry for this ball. Hungry for a win. Let's see if they can hold off one more game point.
And such good digs, too. I mean, Casey and Nick were putting on the pressure. Just a little long there on the serve. So they.
He is powering that ball right now.
They got the important one. Let's see if they can see what they can string together. See if Casey and Nick can stop them. Unbelievable. That was a great angle too from Joe.
That was a great angle.
Yeah, they've been getting back almost all the overheads, and I like that angle. I like that choice.
It was, again, a really hard to read because he just switched his paddle angle. Angles seem to be the name of the game right now.
Just about had it, but now they gotta stop them. Casey and Nick need a couple here to pull out a win. Oh, great shot.
Great shot. Let's see if they can tie it up here. All right, we have a side out. Game point.
Great shot, great
First
finish.
First game goes to Pereira and Stafford. This is what we're expecting, guys. 2 versus 1, 13-11. Great play. This is what we're here for. That's why we love pickleball.
As expected, our 1 and 2 seeds had an incredible matchup, an incredible game. We are moving to game 2. What a great finish there from Lucas. I don't know if you're either team. What are you talking about in the?
Well, I think they both have strategy. I think they're both looking to determine where's the weakness, and where's our power, and how are we going to wear them down? I mean, they just have to tweak their strategy, and they're all such great players. I mean, we've seen incredible offense. We've seen incredible defense. I love the communication I'm seeing, and especially with Pereira and Stafford. They were lifting each other up.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
100%.
they made a mistake, and their partner is saying, "Hey, you know, it's okay. We got this." So we need to learn from that as players. That energy you can give your partner by being positive is so incredible. If you roll your eyes at your partner, you might as well take them right out of the game. But if you encourage your partner, you keep them in the game.
So true. Or I would equate slumping your shoulders as the same thing.
Absolutely.
Oh, that kills me.
Yeah.
Like you put a ball in the net and then your partner just goes, oh.
Here's the thing. Each one of these people and everybody who plays pickleball wants to have the great shot.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to make a mistake. And when you do, you know you did it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need somebody else to make you feel bad about it.
You know what? And I think last time I was announcing, I'm pretty sure it was Zippy. I don't know if she's here tonight, but I think she said, you know what? We're not going to get every ball, so I'm not going to make every shot or every point. So why dwell on the bad ones? Something to that effect, but it was very eloquently said. So And just want to give a little shout out as we start game 2 to Elders Helpers. What a great shot.
Wow, great shot by Lucas.
But Elders Helpers, who are sponsoring this tonight, you can see their logo down in the lower right corner. Shout out to Selkirk TV.
You know, Elders Helpers, they're powering this up for us tonight, but they do so much for pickleball in our community.
100%.
You know, they really support the You Go Girl tournament, which will be coming up this summer for all women. And it is just a great, empowering tournament, and they're just so supportive of pickleball of all kinds in our community. We're really grateful to Elders Helpers.
Great shot. That's quite an aggressive cross-court dink.
Very.
Ooh, I don't know, Lori. What did you think? I thought it might have been a little wide.
I thought it was wide from here, but
let's take a look at the replay. We can see it. Ooh, I would say that one would be
I don't know. That's just a tough call. Like we were saying in the match with Jaron and Jack earlier, that ball's coming at you so hard and you're twisting your head.
Yeah. That's the only downside of hitting it so hard.
Yeah, right?
So when you get close to lines, you can't see them, but...
Man, Casey got across that court quickly. That was a great cross-court shot on the switch, and he booked it. He really got over there quickly.
Way to work that one. They had him moving all over the court, and Nick and Casey still got some balls over, and they were still placing the ball well to keep them moving. What a shot.
What a shot. Wow. Concise.
Well placed.
Wow.
Good shot. Yeah, I think Lucas thought he was coming cross-court dink and he just...
That communication, team communication. You know, when you're feeling like you're struggling a little bit and you've got your partner out there, Lucas is feeling a little bit of the pressure, maybe feeling like he's not got things going the way he wants it to, and he's asking Joe, pick me up. That's what teammates do, folks.
Ooh. Ended up. That's one of those ones where you just swipe your forehead like, phew. Left it a little too high. Ooh, good coverage.
Great coverage.
Ernie.
That time on the Ernie, Casey came over far enough and he closed off that hole.
Ooh. They, oh man, that would have been tight. If he didn't hit the net, he might have had that one. But yeah, I think Joe is throwing some really aggressive two-handed backhand dinks towards Nick and just kind of isolating him quite a bit even on the left side, I would love to know the strategy here of Nick on left, Casey on right, and maybe it's just a matter of comfortability, right? If Nick is used to playing on left or is feeling more comfortable over there in the moment. Every time they get a ball put away, that's a boom yelled from that side of the court. Another great angle. That was a great shot.
Wow. I think Joe is just playing really well. He is in the game.
You know what? And I think
Yes, the last Open Championship, I believe he was playing with Sam Trent. He just really carried the team.
That was a generous line call there. That was close on the serve. I do actually think tough get.
I think Lucas is more of an emotional player.
Mm-hmm.
I think he expends a lot of his energy in that emotion.
I actually was going to say midpoint, and then I realized it was my midpoint, and I should just wait till afterwards. But I was going to say I think Lucas, part of his strategy might be to say, "Hey, carry me, partner," because that sometimes gets in your partner's head, like, "All right, I gotta
be in the game.
Yeah, I gotta do it. I gotta focus. I gotta get in there for my partner." So I'm actually wondering if that's part of his strategy to say, not that he's saying, "Hey, I'm not playing great necessarily."
Oh, no, he's playing. He's playing great,
Yeah.
but he may just be feeling inside. Maybe he's tired. Maybe he's hungry. Maybe he's,
or maybe he's just trying to encourage his partner and say,
yeah,
"Hey,
like you're playing great.
You're
Keep
doing
it up."
awesome." Yeah, just wide there.
Oh, that might hurt.
Ooh. Ouch.
Off the floor, off the paddle, into the face.
That's
But
what we call friendly fire. Nick
yeah,
is that's
he
his
didn't
second
even
ball in
flinch.
his yeah, that's his second ball in his face too.
He did not
Or
even flinch.
the one in his neck maybe, but 4-1-2 serving.
Just a little dry the hands and wipe off the face.
Another net dribbler or a net cord.
That net cord.
I think a towel grab is always a little bid for some time, don't you think?
Sometimes it is. Sometimes you need it, but you can always use your shorts.
Or you might tie your shoe
I don't know
or something, right? That's
yeah. Yeah. Tie your shoe, dry your hands, wipe your face. Sometimes you need a second. Yeah, I think they've got something to say to each other. They've got their time out and their...
It's a good time. I mean,
yeah.
Wait, Lucas and Joe called timeout. Yeah.
Yeah, and
which is
getting
great.
they're getting away from the crowd. They needed a little moment of communication and separation, I think, to keep themselves in there.
Good. I think that's sometimes an offensive timeout is kind of needed. And they're ahead 6-1, saying, "Hey, let's focus here. Let's really focus." And Nick and Casey, different conversation for them.
Yeah. Yes.
Let's dig out of this hole. Let's button it up. Let's.
Interesting. They don't have any timeouts left. That's an interesting use of that timeout.
It's got one in the net, so that brings Casey and Nick up to 2-6. Going to second server. And shout out to behind the elbow there. That is Connor Mogo behind the elbow there. He is our newest drafted PPA player. I've seen him pop up on, like Pickleball TV and stuff. It's just super cool seeing, our locals, and even Andrea still. It's fun just seeing people that are local pop up.
Yes. Well, Connor and Nick played together a lot. And, there's that Jessica.
There he is.
No,
hey,
that's,
wave.
Yeah, that's Monica Wynn sitting with them. They're all the Spring Arbor crew.
Yeah.
These kids are nice kids. They're great athletes. And, Connor and Nick won the Kitchen Open short time ago.
Yeah, I agree. That ball was just a little bit long. That was pretty close, but just a little long.
Okay, well, they made a move. 6-4.
They did get 3 there. So we'll see if Nick and Casey can stop them. Ooh.
Well,
nice.
Oh, that angle that he had to the backhand, it invites a pop-up for his partner. That's just a great 1-2.
Good coverage from Lucas over there to pop that up. I don't mind that lob from Nick either. I mean, that wasn't if Joe is off the court, why not try to throw it off into that back left corner there? But Lucas did a great job of reading that and stepping over and saying, not today.
It is tough to lob these guys. They are so athletic. Their leaping ability is amazing.
And just even also their ability to read the shot that's
Absolutely.
coming is crazy. We are sitting at 8-4 here with Lucas serving. Are we on a 1 or a 2? Do you remember?
I believe we're on a 1.
Okay. Yep, because they came in at 6, so that would make sense. So we'll see what they can string together. We'll see if Casey and Nick can hold them here. String some points together.
These guys want it. Interesting that he threw up that lob serve. Not sure if he was just throwing off the timing or.
You know, I have seen that on like my Instagram reels recently because Annalie Waters got a little bit of attention for doing some of that stuff. And it's an interesting strategy. I've messed with it a little bit.
It's a very effective serve.
Yeah.
I use it a lot.
Do you?
Actually, yes. Yeah. Especially when they're a little when they're down and they're a little nervous.
Yeah.
And they want to overhit it or underhit it because they've got too much time to think about it.
So we're sitting at 10-4. Good timeout here. It is, I think it's got to be now or never for Casey and Nick. See if they can button up some things. I think Lucas and Joe are doing a great job of forcing some errors, forcing some movement.
Yeah.
They're setting up their point very, very well and just keeping Casey and Nick on the defense more often than not.
And they're pressuring on their shots. If you watched earlier tonight, the dinks and things aren't pressuring them, but these are tonight.
Yes, 100%.
These last games, just everything's a pressure.
Then that did not help him in that case. Casey was sitting right on that ball as he should be. They stopped him.
They are not
Stopped
giving
him
in.
once. See if they can string some together.
This is where Lucas and Joe have used their timeouts. I'm not sure that that was a great use of them, but we'll see.
We shall see, right? Yeah, because they were out of them by 0.6, if I remember right.
6-1.
And we are on a 2 here. I do think they need a couple here to get a little bit of momentum.
Yeah.
Oh, what a shot.
Wow. That's
What
the
a shot.
second time he pulled that off. That is the second time tonight. That is just beautiful.
That's a great shot to be going into match point in as well. Kind of feeling on fire.
Yeah.
Ooh, almost had it.
Nick and Casey have some amazing defense.
There it is.
There it is, folks. Number 2 is number 1. Number 2 is number 1.
Great matchup.
That was an amazing match.
Well, I'm looking forward to talking to these guys. I am so curious if they'll let us in on some of their strategy or kind of what they were thinking about the game. Congratulations, guys. That was well played on both sides.
It was well played on both sides.
Unbelievable points. Just some crazy good defense, offense.
You know, you look at the first game, it was 13-11. You look at the second game, and honestly, they were both incredible games. So points don't necessarily give you the story.
Yeah.
You know, they were well played. 11-4 wasn't necessarily an 11-4 game. It was a great game and well played by both teams. So we'll have the winners coming up here to join us.
All right. But before we do our interview here, we're going to just take a quick peek at some of our amazing plays here.
Wow.
Amazing points, guys.
Power. Beautiful shots.
So good.
Hey, congratulations,
So
guys.
Congrats,
That was amazing. You had so much energy and so much drive. And you said you had a strategy before you went out.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah, I mean, I think both of us respect Nick and Casey so much, their game so much.
Absolutely.
So me and Joe were watching their play for hours, right? We were like, what are we going to do? We wanted to win this one, and I'm thankful for Joe to be a good partner, pick me up, carry me when I need him, and hopefully I can help him out sometimes when he needs me. But he's a great partner, and it's cool to watch videos, right?
Yes.
Not a lot of partners will sit down and do that with me. So
That's cool.
That's
So that's what
awesome.
you guys
That's
did
awesome.
going into the matches. You kind of you watched film, for lack of a better
yeah,
word.
we knew that Casey and Nick, they're great. You can't just walk in there and think you can play against them. So we tried to take our time with them.
Very
So,
cool.
so describe your strategy a little bit, if you can, if you would.
Is there anything you
Joe.
want to let us in on, or let our people in on?
I mean, we were comfortable at the kitchen. Our thing was just let's get to the kitchen every time. Let's try and apply pressure when we need to apply pressure and minimize pulling triggers.
Yeah.
And then dink, and then we were really confident with me dinking and Lucas speeding up out of the air.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And I loved, I saw quite a few from you, not quite a few, but enough down the middle speed ups, which you got away with quite a few times. And then from you pulling the trigger on the putting shots behind the right side player in front of you. So down the line, those are some really incredible shots to get you
Two
guys going.
amazing backhand down the line shots.
That's a signature shot of his.
Man, that
we
was
all wish
just
we could learn that.
incredible.
I mean,
So next week, mixed doubles. Are you guys playing mixed doubles?
I'll be here.
You will be. Who's your partner?
Tia.
Nice.
Oh, excellent.
I won't be.
Okay.
I don't think. No. I don't have a mixed partner as of now. Still working on it.
All right.
Well, we just want to congratulate you guys on an excellent tournament.
Thank you.
And, you're going to take home a nice check. I hope you have something fun
thank
to
you.
do with it. And you played fantastic. And thanks so much for joining us. And, congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, we have a lot of respect for those guys' games. So we knew we
For
had
sure.
to play our best, and we're happy we could get it done. So.
And quick shout out to Northville Pickleball Club and anywhere you play for making this happen.
Shout out to Bash.
It's awesome.
And All In.
All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for joining us, and what a great night of pickleball. Thank you, Selkirk TV. Thank you, Elders Helpers, the crew behind the scenes, Lori.
Thank you, Jenna. It was a great night. It was a great night together.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.
Yep. Congratulations. Way to go.